shadow whispers in the breeze, old echoes clinging to the trees. The weight of time, it lingers still, but I'm untying every knot, letting go of what I'm not. Breathe again, let the past just drift away. Breathe again, rewrite the now, welcome the day. The stars don't ask the night to stay. They shine, then fade, then find their way. I'll follow them, no fear of fall. Each inhale, a spark, a flame. Each exhale, I'm not the same. Love flows in where pain once stood, releasing all for something good. Breathe again, let the past just drift away. Breathe again.
And good morning. How are you guys doing? Yeah, my voice is a little raspy, so forgive me or embrace it. Either one. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. How you guys doing? Welcome. It's Cars and Coffee. Started at 11 a.m. this morning, just by coincidence, or if we are embracing the serendipities or synchronicities of life. Yeah, I hit the button. I was like, what is this? I go, how cool? How cool is that? I'm going to go as deep as I can possibly go today. I really haven't read too much the last few days, being honest with you guys. So I've been holding back on the cards, holding back on the readings. So I'm going to kick open the queue here in just a second, and I'm going to get reading with you guys. I very much appreciate you for being here. $10 donations will jump you ahead of the queue. Please don't forget to like the channel as you're jumping in here. Let people know, subscribe, and we always talk about it, but we always do it. I'll hit the thumbs up if something moves me or resonates with me. So that's what I ask you guys to really do anyway. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to resonate with you. I'm going to try to rock that soul like you've never been rocked. Let's open this queue up. Let's see. So I'll do random. Other than that, we're going to just see what I can get you guys in here. I'll be back definitely on Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern for the official members only Monday, but I'm welcoming you guys in here. Hopefully you can stick around here for a couple hours. Love that you're here. I've been checking out your content, been doing my own thing and put my own content out there. So man, my voice is definitely feeling it. I'm fine though, I promise you. Just a little raspy. Let's go with the raspy voice. A little bit of the daddy voice. All right, let's go here. I think we're good to go. I think this is it. So $10 donation will jump you ahead of the line here, and if you guys are looking for a bigger reading, but I might just go intuitive. I might just go intuitive and just see what happens here. So let's see what we have here. We have Shannon, Neon backup. How are you? Kelsey, Earth Angel, welcome. And love Anna. Let's see, random it is. Kelsey Wells. What can I do to glow up? You can be you. That's the first thing you can do, Kelsey. You can always be you. You know what it is? I'm going to pull cards here. I'm just going to, like I said, I'm going to go full intuitive. If you guys are looking to kind of rattle my cage here, it's a donation will kind of stop me. But I'm going to try to stay off chat. Because on Monday, what I do is I try to stay on chat. So if that makes any sense, I'll hop back and forth. But you're gonna get a full intuitive read. But Kelsey Wells, this is for you. The most wonderful of all Kelsey Wellses. It's like this. Think about it like this. As I'm feeling the energy from you, getting the connection here. It's the watcher and the watched, right? We wear two masks. It's the same actor, but we were in these masks. So you have to wear them because you're sitting there watching other people. And then there's the being watched. Like, what mask are you wearing? So it's that sense of yourself. And when we're talking about glow up, we're talking about those masks. Which mask am I going to have? Let's go with my guides. I'm going to let my guides go in here. My voice just cracked like I'm a 14-year-old little boy. Speaking of that, I had a kid ask me the other day, how old are you? I was like, I said, I'll tell you. And he goes, actually, you look good. And I said, thank you. Oh, look at this glow up. It's let your soul shine, right? What is it you want to be? I just had this conversation just a little bit ago. Somebody, I was talking to them. I said, ask yourself, pause, conversate, what is it you need to do? In every reflection, right, there's that reunion, the light, it calls back. You were born here. You chose to incarnate in this world, in this time. When we talk about the glow up, it's that soul saying, hello. Oh, why'd you get an arm sleeve? Because my soul needed to kind of put some artwork out here. So put the ink. Tell the world, this is what I might not say with my voice, but my inner light will put it out there, And so it's that moment. Oh, 2 cards out here. Getting back to what you came here to do, right? Or holding off, kind of letting people know. But this here in particular, when I get to this card, there's a lot of detail in these cards. I don't take the time to kind of go into it in the live. But we can see there's 2 houses. There's even a house hidden up here on the top. But we have the 10 pentacles, 10 possible manifestations. It's something physical, right? Something being handed to you. Could even be a gift. Could be something like that. But it's the spiritual gift, because we have the spiritual card. It's something here. My fingers are getting stuck together, which is super weird. But you can see the growth, and you can see somebody taking a liking to you. We sometimes need that validation. Am I good enough? Take the dog by the tail kind of thing. See how the little kids got the dog by the tail? It gets out of control fast when you think about that. But the dogs have the idea of, hey, something's out there. How many of you had an animal notice, like, hey, there's a ghost in the house? That kind of thing. It's almost like confirmation that the universe is bigger than us. Your glow up is about you going back to what you came here to do. T-Stain Tarot source energy, looking at the reflection, right? It's the reunion. It's that what have you're an art in form. You're kind of coming back saying, what are you doing here? Yeah, look at this. Wow. When we talk about glow up, it's take action. Most people don't take action. They're afraid to take action. It's like saying, hey, I'm the scientist who doesn't experiment. Do you change your clothes? Do you change what you do? Do you change what you're like, ooh, I would love to wear that, but I'm afraid. Or do you say, I'm leaning into this? Wow, your hair looks beautiful. I love that pink streak that you put in your hair, just that little something. Or is it that, just like I said, are you just watching other people? Or are you saying, no, watch me? It's okay to wear that different mask. There's your pentacle. The universe says, ignore cosmic for a second and just take notice of the pentacle, right? It's getting read by 2 different entities. It's that the dogs are here. Like, there's something else out here. The universe, right? Think of us floating in the ocean of the cosmos. Well, there's the ocean. Like, it's alive. We're looking up at the stars. There's something here, right? There's the passion. It's the attraction. People don't want fake. They want real. They want you to be that version of you. Maybe I'll change my hair. Maybe I'll be something different. Not for you, because you want to be you. Sexy, 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 is it not? Yeah. Yeah. And you might get the idea from another person or another thing or another magazine or social media, but it's you being you. It's a scientist saying, I have a couple experiments I want to try now. It's awakening the inner dreamer in you. right? Look at how outside our comfort zone we're getting. Way outside our comfort zone. Kelsey Wells, welcome. Passion here. Look at, see, it's sparking something. I could try that. I could wear that. I could wear those types of shoes, or I could wear, and that's just a piece of that. And like I said, it could be a whole sleeve. It could be a leg tattoos, right? It could be something that where we get really outside our comfort zone. Because when you start awakening, you can't go back to sleep. You don't go, I'm going to go back to sleep now. I'm awakened. No, the dreamer is now awakened. So it's dreaming in real time. So what are we looking for? We're looking for whatever this energy is. It's the spark of the universe saying, I'm here. I listen. I'm hearing you. I see you. I see you for who you are. Not for the exterior, the beauty, the depth in your eyes, the smell of your hair, the shampoo that we changed, the softness of your skin, we got too close for a moment. That I see you for who you want to be, the person who wants to exist, but is afraid to come out with every heartbeat. Yeah, there's a choice being made here. I love this for you. It's a spiritual choice versus logical. Can I do that? Can I actually do that? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Little birdie telling you you have this, and it could be even a friend. It could be an ally, a parent. It could be someone that you're close to saying, "Hey, I'm going to ask your advice. I need you. Can you be honest with me?" Let me be honest with you. Somebody like that you can just trust. It works out. It's a wish granted. It's basically, yeah, I remember that. This is what I call the center line. Right here's the center line. This is your crown, heart, and root chakra. So this is your emotions. This is the here and now. But look at that big depth in your comfort zone. You're stepping way outside your comfort zone. Yeah, you are. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. This is kind of like Valentine's Day is yours. Like, how many Valentines do you want? You know what I'm saying? It's a truth seeker. You know, if you do this, it sets in motion Akashic love. You're saying, come claim me. Come look for me. Because I'm going to be truthfully me. And that's when you start to realize that at the base root of the emotions, you see this for yourself. You become the seer of seers. You start noticing who you are. The moment of truth is finally acknowledged. Your glow up is already in there. You're just asking, do I do what I think I'm going to do? And the reality is this is yes. It could be as simple as wearing a different color pair of pants, but that small shift, everyone has an expectation. Walk. No, don't expect me. Boom. I can always come in the front door. Here I am, back door. Whatever that is, the expectation is no longer there because you're stepping way outside your comfort zone. You've just been holding yourself back. You're going back to whatever this is that you came onto this earth to do. That reflection hits back and you say, I like this. I like being Kelsey Wells 2.0, right? I love being this new version of yourself. It's that depth that you bring into this. They feel your heartbeat, not just recognize who you want to be, but they observe the being of your essence of what you're trying to become in this new version. But now they don't know what you're going to become in 3.0, 4.0. And you're not doing it for them. You're doing it because you want to be felt. It's awareness. I love this. The eternal kiss, right? And that's what's so cool. It's sneakiness at an Akashic level saying, what else can I do? What else can you do? What makes you you? What makes you honestly you? What makes you truly you? Look, it's a decision. You're not sure yet. I'm gonna put these over here, put it over here. Spreading your love on across the cards here. Imagine being the scientist who's like, I'm afraid of the experiment. And that's kind of what our life is, right? Where we go, I will enter and become a human. You know, and we have, how many of you had cats or pets or dogs that you're like, I know I can feel them. But that is you. You open up this energy. You're here. You're doing this for a reason. We're here for this reason, whatever that is. Let's keep going. Oh my God, my voice is cracking. What can I do to glow up? Really? Be you. Nothing more sexy than you being you. Am I right or am I right? Shannon, how are you? Welcome. How's my voice? Does it sound like my voice is cracking? It does sound a little bit cracking. Kraken. Release the Kraken. Right? Does it sound more raspy? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I was yelling at kids yesterday. I'm like, get out of the hallway. I literally used to sixth graders. I'm like, they're meeting in this room right here. I go, if I have to go out there and yell at you. I wasn't really yelling at you. Jesus. The student I gave like student of the month to, I'm like, really? She's adorable. But she's like also a pain in my ass. I'm like, what the hell? And she knew, she felt bad. She felt really bad. I had to kick her. I said, if I go out in the hall and I say you, and you back in the room, it happened to be two out of those kids. It was like you, and then the other one. That last one ended up being the other one. They were running in the hall. Like, oh, you girls are the worst. No, I was like, I felt bad. I also felt bad, but I had to stand my ground. I had to be teacher. Cosmic. Teacher Cosmic. Right? All right. But animals, I'm telling you. I pull cards. I'll pull cards. I'll throw my cards on top of my cats. Did I ever tell you guys this story? One of my cats right before they were passing away. And I was just kidding. I had my kids. They were little. And we're sitting there and the wife. And we're all just sitting there. And I'm just like pulling cards. And I had my cat. He used to love to sit on me. His name is Jack, or was Jack. And I was pulling cards and he was purring, looking at me. And I pulled cards. And I was like, he's passing away soon. I was like, fuck. Like, what? Like, this is scary. And I pulled and I like got like triple confirmation. And he started talking back, like through the cards. I said, wait. And I said, guys, look at this. And I pulled another card. And sure enough, he ended up getting diabetes. And within a year, he passed away. And we noticed it. I was like, oh, man. It was like, oof. Him passing was very soul-like. I don't want to get into that because I know you guys feel it too. But like when he passed, it was so surreal because I was holding him and stuff. And I was with him, but it was definitely spiritual. I can tell you guys. Oh man, I've had cats come back. Like they were purring. I was like purring next to me in the bed. I was like, what the hell? Like I could hear it. Oh, it was fun. So they're absolutely great. They make it over. They cross. They come back. So it was awesome. But anywho, let's keep going. I'm gonna start crying thinking about my cat. Oh, he was so good. All right, Shannon, this is for you. I don't think you had a question in here, did you? No, I think was this just general? Shannon, what was your question? So I'm just gonna get in here. We're gonna read deep. We're not really racing through the readings. If you get picked, it's gonna be this monumentous feeling. My voice is a little raspy, so I'm not really pushing my readings, but I am gonna make it very special. So if you get picked, it could be anybody. It could be you. If you just joined and you hit exclamation point join, awesome. If you want to jump ahead, great. But it's not gonna discount the fact that you can still be next. Really, I'm making this fun. You know what I'm saying? And nope, just whatever came out. Let's see. I went to my divine deck. That's weird. I'm holding my divine deck. This was not the same deck I was using, right? No, I don't think so. Like all of a sudden I'm holding my divine deck. Weird. Hello, my friends. I welcome you. Antonella, as always. Ethereal, as always. I love that you guys are here. Anna's here. I love that. Loving your content recently. I'm definitely going to be pushing Cosmic's Codex. I have a couple people. I was talking to Antonella. I was thinking about Ethereal. But I have to get a schedule going. And that's one of my bigger problems because I have so many other things going. So the success is not easy, right? And it's not just the channel. It's all these other things going on in my life, which I love. I really do. But this will be full time. Like what you guys, this is not slowing down. I'm preparing for what's about to come on. So you guys will see more of Cosmic. You kind of got a witness of it in the summer. So I know some of you guys want me to be more live. Shannon, this is for you. Here we go. Look at that. The star. Angel touch star, right? Could be Aquarian, could be angel touch Aquarian energy. But there's a lot of energy surrounding you. It's who you surround yourself with. That's what the big notification of this energy is, right? You pick the right people. Here's a good example. Think about like if you have negative people around you. Shannon, you'll never do that. Oh, come on, Shannon. Why are you doing that? Shannon, really? Versus You know you got this. Shannon, I've never doubted you. Shannon, oh my God, I love you doing that. Shannon, I'm so proud of you. It makes me want to try this. Shannon, you're my inspiration. Big difference, right? Surround yourself with those people and watch what happens over the 6-8 month mark. I think you're already beginning to do that. You're kind of changing your ether, your energy, your flow of motion. And that's good. You're not cutting people out of your life except in more in this respect of your changing frequency. I'm proud of you for what you're doing. The universe is saying this is a whole new you. You're becoming more vulnerable. And it's hard to do this. You're like childlike vulnerability. The inner child needs to say a little bit, right? Queen of Cups energy, we have the Cancer energy, loving this. You're holding back. You're not really saying you're feeling, logically you want to say a little bit more that you're not. But you're entering that water phase, that nurturer phase. Ooh, this card just really jumped. Maybe this is fights. You're going through some fights. Akashic fights, 5 of Swords. Winning at all costs, another way I look at this card, but it's not your fault. The truth will come out in January, just so you know. Whatever this is, you're going to really find out. In January, you're going to say, I knew it. I knew it. 6 to 8 weeks, right? 6 to 8 years. It takes time for things to come out. Just because you don't know, because we have the Aquarian, the truth seeker, it comes out to tell you this is you. You're doing it correctly. So those people who walk away and they leave the facts behind, they leave the knowledge, you say, this is why, or I know, and that's how come. You're all right. It's basically proving your point, not to go back after them saying, see, more like I see, allows you to get more. Oh, look at this. You see how the card is having a hard time coming out? It's an angelic communication, golden position, kind of like you. When you hold back, or when someone holds back, that silence is a moment to kind of reflect and say, what is this? Because you offer depth. You offer this real abundant depth. You see the water, we have this here. But in the communication, there's no water down here. There's no depth. You can get real deep. You can get amazingly deep. It's almost like the communication in and of itself. It feels, sorry to say, like medical. It feels like you absolutely offer something that's unlike anything else. It's divinely gifted. It's 50-50. Am I right? 50-50. So it's the duality is a good way to look at this too, because we're talking about the 2 of Capricorns. It's that December energy. It's that end of cycles. We're looking at the Queen of Pentacles, Devil in the details. What do you see here? A lot of movement, a lot of travel, a lot of ups and downs, but the water's in the background. At your heart, you know the depth that you have. You might not be showing it to everybody, but it's there. Past life energy. This is a test. I do see you passing it. It's something new. It's brand new. Patience got there. Knight of Wands, Sag energy, Temperance energy, but it's Knight of Wands energy. November into December has it written all over. I think you're looking at this timeline, or something is showing itself. Knight in shining armor. Might not even be talking about it or opening your cup to it yet, but I see it. You say, see? Past life. You're feeling it is more as a better way to put it. Pages are always messengers. They bring that type of message, right? And so when we talk about the wands, we're talking about that type of message. So whenever you see a messenger or a page coming in, that's what they're doing. So never mistake a page than anything more than a messenger. And then so it's bringing in that fire, that creativity. And that's the Ace of Wands it's holding. It's a new project. It's some kind of inspiration. It's you. It's creating. You can't stop you. You don't stop you from creating. But it's a lot of work, right? But it got to this point. This Page of Wands comes in after the 10 of Wands. All of that, like, stress, exhaustion, all of that work. Good for you. But you're going to still hold back a little bit. Looks like the communication won't be exactly the same as what you want, but you had to realize you fought off a lot of people, a lot of energy, a lot of enemies. There was an imbalance that went on. That's what we're looking at the root chakra, communication. And so that's why we're patient. We don't want to get into that same situation. That's what we're looking at. Angelically, you will not. It's not the same. I can tell you it is not the same. You just went through some fight. It's not the same. Look, good for you. The depth is here. Money, wealth. Akashically, this is due to you. So I hate saying like, oh, it's a scratch ticket. It's like, it's the $1 million payday, but it's something more than that, because when we're talking about this card, when we're talking about this $1 million payday Akasha card, we're talking about, hey, you did it, a completion, because that's infinite wealth. That's the money glitch. And it's one of those things that like the billionaires, the elites have figured out, like they just make money. And people go, oh yeah, haha, like how, you know, I want to do that. And it's like, no, they have. Because they've learned that being tolerant, empathetic, and even loving to their own inner child has taught them the ability to become practical, solid, powerful, domestic, and even resourceful to, guess what? Their inner child, because they know one day they're going to grow old. They're going to become this version of themselves that has to become energy again and go back to that Akashic halls and go back and, hey, what did you do? Remember how you said you're going to go to Earth and you're going to become part of... Yes, I remember. Yep, I did it. I fought off the haters. I did that. I fought them off. And so the money is just an energetic exchange. This is trusting your own power, your own intuition, your own abilities. You know what you came here to do. You know, Shannon, what you're here. And that's this moment you're realizing you're taking this chance to step ahead. Talk the talk, walk the walk. Because you're still in the same, I'm not saying what I have to say. There's something off in the distance here. I'm promising you, it starts with this communication, this angelic communication. This is you. You are the number one prize. There is nothing less. This is not about like, it's not anything less than you having the confidence. So we're talking about this fire energy. I'm going to give you 2 cards for here, because I'm very curious to see what this Akashic outcome and this communication has for you, because I'm very curious. Yeah, see, it's you, Shannon, baby. This is you. Like, you are the prize of prizes. Do you know that? Do you know how amazing you are? I think we've seen this more than once. I think when we did that private reading with you, that's what it was. Maybe we'll do that in a little bit. Maybe I'll put out a raffle for a private reading. We haven't done that in a little while. See? And like, see how inspirational you are? Look, see, that's it. You have some inspiration energy. It's your inner child. You're saying, I know there's something off in the distance. Your growth mindset, you are the prize. There's an imbalance here. You know it. You're fighting off the haters. You came to this earth for something. For something that is yours. I wouldn't call it quite a miracle, but it involves travel, involves water energy, involves the depth. It's ancient. We have not only the pyramids, but we have the sphinxes, 2 homes. This is not in your control, just so you know. I think we want to have control, but they're not in control. The cosmos is controlling this. It's heading in the correct direction. Depth, Gemini, allow this to be something that it's not yours to control. I promise you, you are a catch, and this is going to allow the universe. You are no longer manipulated. You're like, I have learned. You have all of the swords. This is here and now. This is you and I talking at this moment, but you're holding back your feelings. But you're willing to talk. But you have all of the power, all of the Akashic power. You are a catch among catches. Anytime the sun comes in, or anytime the sun comes out, right? If I ever said, hey, the sun just came out, does anyone go, oh, God damn it? Does anyone ever say, damn it, I hate that? No. Like, you're the sun coming out. That's like, hey, Shannon's coming over. All right. Now it's time to party. That's you. People may not say it to your face, but you are energy incarnate. You're the one who's figured out the infinite money glitch. You might feel exhausted or tired, but I'm going to tell you, people love your energy. You're going to get what you deserve. One way or another, the universe says, we are going to get this. This might involve some travel goals, but you are not going to sacrifice you anymore. You've taken the swords out of these other people's hands. There's 2 men, 2 people. They don't have the power, because you're entering this Empress phase. You're becoming so self-assured or confident. It's very, I wouldn't call it sexy as much as it's almost like you're learning so much more. It's almost empowered. That's a better way to put it. You're not, and if you look at you versus say 2 or 3 years ago, you're more in charge than you realize. You're like, whoa, hold on. I have control here. Like, this was all just a smoke and mirrors game. Let the games begin. You absolutely have control. You have a lot of control. And it could be the kids or something. There could be two kids. Like, who controls the children controls the world kind of thing. It's really funny, but I'm going to tell you, you are absolutely in charge. No one tells you what to do. All right. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you for being here. I really do. I started this at 11:11 a.m. Eastern. That wasn't like, hey, get ready, 2, 3, go. I just hit it. I looked. I went, holy Christ, it's 11:11. I said, interesting. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. It just happened. So, and I haven't been on since Monday night. I had a lot of things going on this week. Busy. But I do appreciate you for taking your time. I haven't been ignoring you, I promise. I just kind of here. A $10 donation jumps the line. I know it's just a little expensive, right? So people are like, hey, what about 3 or 5? I want to do random. Like, I prefer random. But $10 gets you say, hey, look, I don't have the patience, Cosmic. God damn it. And it just puts that person ahead who has to get read right away. See? There's a magic to the number. Anyway, let's keep going. I appreciate you guys for being here. But if you want to hang out, we share each other. We support each other. We help each other. We are here for one another. This is not to make we want each other to be the best versions of each other. Right? Yes? There's no gossip happening here. There's no secret prying eyes looking for something. We're truth seekers. We're the Cosmic Collective. We're looking to help each other. We're contentment. And then when we're away from each other, when you see each other in other places, I want you to know that we are absolutely thinking of one another. I think of you guys. I do. I think of you. You know I think of you. Because if I pop in your head and you're like, hey, Cosmic, I'm probably thinking of you. Like, I can almost tell you. I think it's your turn, Anna. How are you? Let's see. I think it was Love Anna 07. I don't know why the number it's coming up a little different today. I don't know if they did an update or something, but this is for you. Sanchan, how are you? And I might have locked down a video editor for the channel. Talk about bananas. Yeah, is it YouTube? 11:44. Mm-hmm. Whoa! Look at this. This might be a waterfall read. Like, that's exactly what this comes across as. Angelically touched money coming in, and we have Libra energy, justice energy. You might not see the impact that you have here, whatever it is you're thinking about or doing. Cherub energy, I'm telling you, you have an impact. Keep going. Yeah, it wants you to pull. Hold on. Wow. Yeah, I was just talking. I was hanging out a little bit with one of my best friends last night. You may have heard the name before. Frank Fapina. Anyone heard of Fapina? I was talking about this as Pisces energy. But Pisces energy is that water energy, right? We love that water energy. But a page is a messenger. We were talking about this earlier too. This is like someone who studies, new love, maybe work, volunteering, and it's all of that. That's part of what's paying back. If you don't feel the immediate reward, it's coming in. The universe will pay you in kind. The water energy, air energy, working its way through completion. The universe says no matter what anyone says, you will be rewarded. That's what you need to take as fact here. So if you're looking for that love, you're looking for that partnership, you will be rewarded. It doesn't matter what anyone tells you. So if you're looking for that happiness, I think this is more than anything we can get into, because when I pull the World card, that's the end of the major arcana, right? We're talking about the 4 passages. So you have 4 more choices. Think about like how you went and took a choice, and that one choice led to 2, and 2 led to 4. That's what we're heading to, right? By December, you'll see some kind of like more of a solid, like, hey, this is working, you know? With the 3 of Pentacles, we're talking about that earth energy, something grounded, something happening, right? It's leaving a legacy even, you know? It's money, it's patience. But we're getting into that resourceful. You're doing you. You're being you, which is amazing. 3 people, 3 of a kind. Could be that energy as well. But the 3 is coming in with that Pentacles Earth energy, giving you that sense of it's teamwork, collaboration, letting you know that this is quality. It's angelic touch. You're putting things out there that you're being inspired to do. Libra energy. You're making choices, plans. We're also going in with the sense of when you're saying study or love, it's like, I want to make these decisions based on what your heart chakra, what your partnerships, what your choices are being made on. It's a strength of 2, right? You're saying, I want to make these choices based on you. These might not be conventional, but this is trusting yourself to make the right decisions. You're not looking at it, you're just feeling it. See? 3. So we're talking about this friendship. We're talking about this long term. This could be something bigger than we're talking about. This could be like the celebration, circle of support, seeing, hey, people do see my content. People notice me. People do recognize me. And that's the thing, is a lot of times what people happen to do is say, hey, I'm too envious to recognize this. It's good, but is it that good? And it is. You put out good content. And that's the other thing. Maybe people won't even recognize you or see you and say, hey, that looks good on you today, because it gives you strength, gives you power. And sometimes what we need to do is give ourselves just a little bit of self-love, unconditional self-love. You have the self-respect and you're showing the courage. That's obvious. But when you put that courage out there, it sets you apart. King of Pentacles, wise investor. Who is investing in you? You. That's very, very sexy, and it's also scary because if you invest in you, no one can stop you, right? It's that moment of truth, saying, wow, you're your own vehicle, because that's what makes a lot of people don't know what to do with that, because, oh, you don't need me. I don't, yeah, well, I kind of do, because you need love. There's pieces of you that do need connection. There's pieces that you crave connection, crave the moment of intimacy, the moment of being recognized, the kiss on the kiss, like I say, the kiss on the forehead, just being kissed goodnight. That you can't invest in yourself, right? You can build yourself up as much as you want, but you can only get there a certain place. That's long-term security. That's the ability to say, hey, I could be greedy and take the world by my hands. But who's that partner that's sitting there with you? There's that part of you says, I want this for myself. I want completion. The angels say you'll get that. If you can get this, this is just another piece of that puzzle to who you are. It's coming in. It's absolutely coming in. You're seeing signs of it. Songs. The universe is talking to you. It's thanking you, essentially, to the long and the short of this, right? Is that it's thanking you for not taking that worry or self-isolation path and saying, oh, what about me? You're saying, I love you all. You're doing great. I'm doing great with you. Yes, you are. You're doing amazing. You're illuminating with your light and saying, it's not just you doing amazing. I am with you. By doing that, you're creating that circle of support, and you're bringing past life. You're bringing the night, saying, hey, my nights will surround us and protect us while we work. And these are figurative, but those Knight of Wands these are called patience. This is called love. Gemini, protectors. What they're doing is they're circling and protecting your friends and saying, hey, when I put up one message out, it could just be that one thing you need to hear. That one little place that gets you in that moment of solitude when you're retreating, trying to take that moment of, I'm going to just forget about everything. God damn it, Anna. And then you bring the soul tribe in. And right. And you get that moment of like, I got you. That's the virtual hug. This is Akashic, and that's what you did, is you're following through. You're actually locking into one of your very big life lessons, and you don't even see it. By sending those, and you're pretty much already completing it because you've invested in this, because these have become like evergreen content for you. And what it does is it puts it out there saying, hey, it's forever there. It's going to be win-win. You've done it because you were guided to do it, and then it's going to hit the people it's going to be meant to hit as it moves on forever. And that's what you've done. That in turn is going to align you with the person you're meant to align with, right? Because you're the star. Beautiful energy. Beautiful, beautiful energy. And it's kind of like this, like finding that person, the version of you, right? The Aquarian in you, as I say it. It's that person, that part of you that says, I'm waking up to see what more have I been meant to do? Not asking more of yourself, but how proud of you are you? Be honest. It's okay. because a lot of people are proud. And they might not say it out loud, but I'm going to tell you, the universe is telling you, very proud of you. And that's why you'll hear me say I'm very proud of you, because it's that moment to say it's okay to expand, to go beyond what you've done. The teamwork's there, people, the plans, the choices, you've made them. You've set them into motion. Before you even took your first breath as a baby, this was your plan. You're just remembering that plan was in place. Beautiful energy. How are you doing? I appreciate you. Anna, thank you for sending your love. Happiness home, the good night kiss, the foot rubs, they're all coming in because you're willing to say, someone needs me. There's someone out there that needs me. In that moment, you're willing to put yourself on the back burner for someone else is really noble. All right, who do we have next? Thank you guys for being here. As always, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Share the channel. Super easy. Just hit the share button, send it to all your best friends or even your enemies, and let me know when your enemy gets here, and I'll read for them. I'll say, you need to change. You're naughty. I'll say, you're the worst. No, but really, let people know. Send it to your family and friends. Let them know. And then, I love reading the cards. You can see as they come out. It doesn't take a genius to interpret some of the energy. My guide's like, bang, 10 of cups, 10 of pentacles, the lovers. You'll see it's super easy. Whatever your tarot got for me's, that's what Ethereal said. Not really. I'm just being teasy. Teasy. 1, 2, 3 Z. All right, let's keep going. What is that sticker? I'm trying to stay off chat, which is ironic because if I'm not on chat, what I'll do is it kind of keeps me just vibing. And then you guys will get a better reading. So then on Mondays on members only, I'll stay on chat and I'll chat with you guys. It is a spoiler alert. Weep. All right, let me go back to this. So we get back into that mindset. All right, Earth, whatever your tarot got for me. All right, Ethereal. See, this is why you get picked randomly. It's not me. I promise you. I pinky promise you guys. I really do. It's not me picking, because Ethereal's out there, are constantly putting themselves out there, and Ethereal's probably not getting anything monetary at all yet. Just from my own experience, my own quest is going on to becoming a YouTuber and saying, I'm going to do this, damn it. And everyone around me said, yeah, right. And I said, we'll see. I'll see you on the other side. I'll see when I hit 1 million. And they're like, okay. So Ethereal, there was you and there was somebody else. I honestly thought Phoenix was that other person, but I know they can read. We've seen them read. They might just be on a different path at this moment, but you and other people being on your channel is a really wonderful thing. Like, that's a huge thing for you. I love seeing that. You and I talked, and that whole Cosmic's Corner thing, like, that's kind of like part of what I want to do too. So I thought about you even yesterday when I was sitting there, and I was like, oh man, I said, I think that's perfect. Like, having you come over on the channel, having like even Antonella, have Brenduska, ask you guys a couple questions, not just as moderators, but just ask you. And people would love to hear what you think when I ask some of these crazy deep questions that are just over the top, you know? But like, and I know you guys love that when I talk about it, or I text you guys, or I talk to you offline. But like, what do you guys think of some of the stuff that we talk about on here? Any of you in chat, comments, let me know. What do you guys think about it? When you judge people, right? Does it mess with you when you start judging people? You know what I'm talking about. Does it distort you? Does it distort that reflection of what you think? But when you love, it really works better, right? When you're purely loving someone, and it does clarify what you're looking at. Yeah, see? I would love to hear them say, hey, can I go first? Yes or no? Brenduska, Antonella, Ethereal, how about you guys in chat? Yes or no? Wouldn't you love to say, can I say something? And I would love to have that. So that's one of those things I definitely will open up. I'll end up having a moment to, let me do this. Let me set that raffle. But I have a chance to give you guys a chance to be part of that. So I'll probably end up doing it where I'll raffle members only Monday, give them a chance to be part of that Cosmic's Corner, which is, it's all set up. And I actually have a retired psychiatrist that's willing to come on. I talk to him all the time. And he's actually popped on here once. But I was like, yeah, I said, that'd be really fun. Maybe I'll hang out with him tonight and talk to him a little bit. All right, where are we at here? Giveaways. Wonk. I haven't done one of these in a little while. A free private reading. Let's see, what time is it now? Oh, this will be perfect. 45 minutes? Perfect. All right, we have a raffle going for a free reading with me. We can either do it like kind of like this. It would be, I could give you the reading, or we could just go on Zoom. It's either way you want to do it. But no one would see it. It'd be a private link. So it's open. If you're interested, the raffle should be now available. As I say, available, not available. My oldest was younger, like the youngest they were, and they said they didn't say table, they say table, like with a V. And I still say it to them. They say you're dumb. I said I just remember you being little, so I said you can't grow up. All right, here we go. All right, we got 4 of you guys in there. Perfect. You just got to be here at the end. That's the only thing. So make sure you're around. I actually changed this, so I make this more of a rarity to get a free reading, right? Isn't this fun? Yeah, it's way fun. So I love to get a chance to kind of connect to you guys. So be part of that. Ethereal, this is your reading, though. So make sure you're in here. Ethereal, hello, are you here? Just teasing. We know Ethereal's here. Moderators, you're welcome to join in, too. It's just going to be random, so anyone gets it. Could be anybody. So you guys are welcome. You are more than welcome. You guys do the work. you put yourself out there. All right, let's take what happens. You adjust my my arm brace. This thing's been bothering me too. I think it could be also because of the stuff I'm doing with my project Lead the Way. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like an engineering program I do with the 6th graders. But anyway, all right. Oh, that's much better. Here we go. Whatever your tarot got for me. I always love reading for you guys, especially when you open yourselves up and say, I'm not hiding it. I'm just going to let it come out. Capricorn energy, collaboration. Beautiful, beautiful. Teamwork, collaboration. That's your key. To whatever you're working on, let your soul collaborate. Just let it happen. Not every collaboration is going to be good, but the ones that don't work, get rid of them. The ones that do work, focus on them. From the universe, kicking me out of the conversation, your logic. Look, you're the one. You know you're good. You know you're very good at whatever it is you're doing. This is no ego, just so you know. This is me. I have no say in this, Ethereal. You have no way to communicate this. The universe is saying you're very, very good at what you do. There's something more that you haven't even uncovered yet, to be honest. Don't try to figure it out. Just let it happen. But we talked about, like, when you're on your channel and how you're creating. This is a solar output, the here and now. There's certain things that work for you and things that don't. If they don't work, get rid of them, right? Like the Zodiac. I love reading Zodiac, but it's so powerful to do more other, like to do other creation processes, right? And that's why I don't focus on Zodiac. There's so many good Zodiac readers, right? Am I right or am I right, everybody? So I'm not trying to be Zodiac. I can read Zodiac, but I'd rather read one for one, get a random read from me, or you get to win a raffle. How much more fun is that? Right? Let the Zodiac, let the Jennifer Walker Zens, and let all of those tarot readers that exist, and nod to her, and to many other readers that are out there. Give them a chance to exist, because they do that work. That's their place, and I love that. So this is where your blindfold's coming off. You're learning so much so fast, and you're like, you're accumulating knowledge. This is Gemini energy. There's a Gemini in there. Could be a Gemini in your reading. There's pain here too, but it's actually you're dealing with how much pain you've been going through as well. It could be exhausting pain, but there's clarity coming in. There's a crack in the foundation, a crack in the reality. You're starting to see something that's coming through. Short throw energy. This is you realizing, wow, I'm really good at what I do. The universe is embracing what I do, but I need to take time to recover. I need solitude. I need a moment of rest. The solitude is very important to you. I'm telling you. It could slap back at you. You might even have this problem coming in where you're seeing like the 6 months kind of like slowdown. Could be January, could be December, then it happens again in June. So you could be careful, right? Because you have this, you're really good at what you do. You know it. The universe is not hiding it necessarily as much as you're not recognizing it or willing to put your hand up saying, that's me. But when you put your hand up, the universe will let you say, but there's an imbalance because you're allowing yourself to create content that's not really, this didn't feel as good. I'll still do it because I don't want to make someone feel bad. True? And that's okay. Saying, look, I'm going to put time into this other thing. And that's part of what you have to do, because you're not gambling your future here. This is not luck. This is the wheel of fortune falling into your favor and saying, this is a turning point of you feeling who you are. So you're giving and receiving back to what the universe wants you to give. So don't give as much to things that aren't as working, right? There's going to be the universe saying everything's working out in your favor, but there's an imbalance in some of the things you do, right? Allow yourself to focus on the parts that work and the parts that you want to try. Moon energy, right? The reason you became ethereal moonlight, the reason you got onto tarot or whatever it is you want to call the spirituality quest, right? Because you said, hey, I'm going to do this because I want to. And then that changed, and then that changed, and it evolved. So that's the angelic angel. You are connected to some very divine energy. When you get into your emotions, you allow yourself to really feel and not let someone influence how you feel. That, the unconditional self-love, that place, it becomes really powerful. Look, Akashic Dark Horse candidate, you're like the person they never expected. They're like, wait a minute, this is really good. I didn't think this. And it's almost like you expected something different, but this is what it is. You're meeting people in a place that they never expected to meet you. It's patience meets patience. Because you're consistent. I think that's a better way to put it, maybe, because they're saying money will come in because your reliability is there. It's hard work and you're putting the time in. There's probably a lot more hard work put into this than you let on. And so that's what's happening here. See, it's the rebirth. This, if you ask yourself, hey, am I the same person I was 3 months ago? No. 6, definitely not. A year, absolutely not. And this is a different version. If you look in the mirror, you're saying, hey, I'm different. Now it's asking you to change again. It's going to ask you to change again and again and again. And this is not unwanted change. There's no Tara moment. This is self-change. This is you taking on that ability to break free from self-imprisonment. Yeah. Right? Libra, I love the boss bitch, right? The feminine lawyer comes in, smashes their hand down and says, we object, right? Super sexy lawyer. That's what it is, though. It's coming in saying, I know what I know, and you do know what you know. This is not the first time in this existence of your soul to say, hey, I'm just figuring this out. No, you're recalling, you're remembering. This is a part of this life's purpose. It's a wake-up call. You know stuff. You know you're knowing stuff. You're remembering that you remember that you know stuff. That's the best part. So this is just a quick, hey, chapter 1, done, 2, 3, 4. You're going to be on to like book 5 of this existence saying, oh, I'm just catching up. I forgot I wrote books in past lives, novels. And so what you're doing is you're realizing there's a lot more to this existence than you remember. It's almost like oh man, I kind of wasted time. No, you didn't. There's no regret here, because what this is, that 5 of Cups from the universe, skipping me right to you. We're talking about love. We're talking a little bit of that, like, could have, would have, should have, maybe. But don't be full of romantic regret because you're thinking that these people don't like you or want you or can't have you. It's because you're going through this energetic shift. Your frequency is shifting at such a rapid pace, right? It's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, because this right here is October 23rd to November 1st. This is now. This is like this week. The universe is saying, explain that. How does this, your last card, be this week from skipping Cosmic, from the universe to you, saying, hey, you run your own channel, ignore the whole tarot reader who's reading this, and you wanted a tarot reading. And what's it's not my tarot, it's what is your reading say for you. It says the universe is talking to you, and it's been talking to you. It's you got to recognize your logic and your spiritual, you're missing messages because you're like, I need confirmation. No, you do not. The moment you say I need confirmation, it's doubt, because you're waiting for confirmation. It's you're doubting you have the ability to get confirmation. Do you understand that? That's what I interpret this as. Get out of the mindset. This is Scorpio season. This is October 23rd to November 22nd. So this and this mean that. This is Libra season. We just get out of this. You have no idea of how deep you can get really. You can get really, really deep. The universe is not going to just pair you up with somebody. Like, hey, this person's okay. You need the deepest partner who's going to uncover the parts of you that you have never even remembered or thought to remember, or parts you didn't even realize that you forgot. And that's what's happening in this universe. King of Swords energy. It's the perfect match, or it's going to be the match that's going to say, hey, your soul matters. Here, let's take a look at the Akashic Halls. And it's not even, it doesn't have to necessarily be romantic. It's just the part of you saying, I'm looking for something. It says, and it's going to point you into that pain, the things you went through. Amazing, amazing energy. You are very deep, and you're just realizing how much deeper you can get. Because people are drawn to you. Because we're talking about the sun, right? But would we give up the moon just to have the sun 24 hours a day? Absolutely not. The moon is sexy. Yeah, there it is. The moon is super sexy. You know? Who doesn't not want a kiss under the full moon? Right? Or make their wish under that full moon. And that's where you come in. That's where you come in. Beautiful energy. Congratulations. The universe is absolutely connecting with you. I have no idea what happened to my music. So weird. just dialed down. That was weird. I didn't do anything there. How are you guys doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. As always, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to share the channel. I love reading for free. My voice has a little bit of a raspiness. I got a raffle going on, so be sure to be here in about an hour or so. That'll be basically towards the end. But I was saying to someone, I was like, I could read for a few hours. I've tested this. I think Fatty May was one of the ones who was like, you're still on? And I was like, this is like a while back. I'm like, yeah. So I can go on for a few hours. If I pause and just don't race the readings, I can definitely read for a longer time. But yeah, you got a chance to get there. And I appreciate you guys for being part of this channel, being part of the process, helping grow and build. I see into your readings and I read the cards. I go, I never saw that before. But once I read once I read you, I'm like, damn, this is so different. But the cards are what's the most important part of this. It's your readings. All right, let's keep going, my friends. I appreciate you for being here. As always, thank you for being part of the process. It's Lilith Phoenix. General guidance, career-wise, please and thank you. I love reading career. I was actually thinking about doing something on a Friday. I actually talked about this a little yesterday about just doing career Friday readings. I'm doing live, just career. And then I would even talk a little bit about the crypto finances, because I had really, really looked at doing this. And I would talk about that, like what I see, what I foresee, what I foretell, and give you guys a little bit of non-financial advice. And this it'd be a little different, but Fridays I would be live and just kind of read and let you guys see what I see. Let you guys in on my secrets. Lilith, how are you? I think Musket might be in the queue here. Let me take a look. I'll read the queue off to you guys to see what you have here. Neon Backup's in here, Earth Angel and Suman. Muskin's in here. Is it Shraddick? BLT. Might be Brian, maybe. It might be Brian on here. Aesthetic Delta's in here. And then Lilith Phoenix is now up. Right, everybody? Let me get some iced tea. Get this crotchety old voice. Brian is a BLT. Brian, delicious. All right, guys. All right, let's go. All right, raffle's open. I enjoy you guys for being here. Thank you. I love it when you bring your real energy. You bring your divine energy in here and you're just hanging out. If you gotta leave, you gotta leave. I get it. So, but I did start this whole live reading at 11:11, not on purpose. It was all by chance. I hit the button. I got delayed. I was like, okay. I said, let me go on now. And I hit the button. I looked down. I was like, whoa, it's 11:11. I go crazy. All right, here we go. General guidance, career-wise. Let's take a look. So I'm going to my guides deck. Let's see what I can pull for you. You could be next. If you need to donate, it's $10 jumps you ahead. But otherwise, I'm just pulling. I'm going to pull 9 cards, maybe a couple more. Oh, look at this. This right here is your soul. Don't let your job define you. Best truth I can ever give you right now. Most of the time, we're going to learn from jobs. We're going to learn life lessons. But it's more than that, right? It's more than those life lessons. It's going to be part of what we have. I was actually talking to someone about this earlier today because I said, because the person and stuff, they're a nurse, and they're like, but I've always been a nurse. I said, but that's not who you are. I said, because this here is a really insane setup. This is an angelic, truth-seeking Six of Swords card. It's saying we are trying to recognize who we are in this moment of clarity. With the Six of Swords, it gives us clarity in the moment of like, what are we doing here? The Six of Swords is that like moment of it's saying we're getting in here with when people recognize you in a career, or they say, hey, here's an award, you've done great, here's some success, or you and not every video for me, right, is success for you guys, just so you understand. It's not like every video's home run. You might think it is with the 100,000 channel. I'm going to be honest with you, it's not. It's not. It's coming back and saying, what do I want in life? What do you want in life? When you're looking for this career and you're looking for happiness, what is it you really want? Like, what if we said, hey, that career no longer exists? What if this no longer works? What if I'm no longer on YouTube? What if you can't be in that job? What if you're looking for something way different? It's cause and effect. We base ourselves on something so minuscule sometimes. And that's why I tell people, hey, this is only a piece of who I am. I never let this define me, because I don't want you to be defined by the job. I'm going to keep reading here for you in a second, but before I pull more cards, I want to make sure we understand each other. Fast moving action is really moving fast. This is by November. You're about to have a reality check in your life. Good reality check. You're very good. Like, you are an amazing, amazing person. But it's essentially getting like the death card, right? Big changes, time to move on, but it's not in that way. It's almost like you might get like a lot of promotions or something. You might learn a lot about yourself, saying, I'm going to go through a lot of different perspectives fast, because the swords are on that boat. The boat's not shifting, and I'll show you what I mean here.
letting go of what I'm not.
You see how the water's clean and like not, it's like I guess crisp, right? And it's rippled here. You're having two perspectives. The swords are here, they're in the boat but not sinking. They're like, hey, I'm actually not doing that bad. I'm carrying 2 other people. But watch this. You ready? So we're talking about career. We're talking about you. We're not going to define ourselves by any job. That's not who you are. You're amazing. Like, before I pull any cards on you, you're an amazing person. Look, universal note. This comes right from logically. You're like, yes, I am. Notification, top down, 4 of Pentacles. That's you saying, yes, I desire long-term security, but not just money. It's everything. It's like I want to know. I go to bed. I hold somebody. Someone loves me. I care about them. I could say, hey, bring me the toilet paper. Let's be silly for a second, right? But it's that part of your life, not just the job. It's the everything of life. You don't want to feel unfulfilled. There it is, Truth Seeker. King of Swords energy. I love what I see here. This is, when we talk about the King of Swords, we're talking about that beginning of you're always on someone's mind, right? We're talking about that, like, you are intentional in what you're doing. Do you have strategic thoughts? Do you have the idea of saying, I'm going to take action? Yes, you do. Like, I would hire you just on this card alone, just on these 2 right here, because you have intention on whatever you do. You're always thinking 2, 3 steps ahead. That's why we have these birds off in the distance, right? Look, short throw energy. You're like, I logically think about what's coming up. The Akashic Record says the universe has told me that, yeah, you are absolutely an amazing employee. But I don't want to call you that, because you're like a project coordinator. You have this idea of saying, I know what I'm going to do. I create, I build, and you're persistent. That's the thing. That's the thing. So I don't want to tie you into anything of any one award or any one gift, because we could be like, oh, this is who you are. You're in the spotlight. No, because the universe is literally using you. Say, people don't get the same ability as you, and they can't see that. So whatever this is for you, the Five of Pentacles, it could be December energy. We get a little of that with the November up here, but I think the universe is saying you're going to see from someone else's perspective, and you put yourself through these self-imposed isolations or instructions, but the angels got your back. You've been gifted from the beginning of this lifetime, almost like a hidden angel's been hiding in here with this angelic touch card, the soul source energy. You have been guided to make a choice. Success is not one of the things you will miss out on. It's how much success you'll miss out on. That's the bigger question. And so you're going to limit yourself to this self-defense, this protection mode. You're not going to, I won't get hurt. I'll leave before I get too hurt. That's what this does. And the universe says money is always going to be there. But you're saying, how much am I worth? See? Wise investor, because the Akashic record is already predetermined. You are worth a lot of money. It's do I make 6-7 figures? What am I worth? And then you notice I'm not saying 2 or 3 figures. I'm saying big money. It's all about your idea of how much money you're worth. Let's put it out there. You are worth a lot of money because of past lives. You have already dictated coming into this lifetime when you said, I'm here and I'm here. I'm going to make myself alive and I'm going to make myself available to this. This was the moment you realized, you said, you're like the eye of the universe, and you're using it to remember itself, saying, if I take this action, it's going to work out amazingly. It's going to multiply infinitely through me. So when you go through career, we're talking about notification from the universe. It's travel, it's home, it's a gray area that's not really gray because you already know what's going to happen. You're very clear on what you do. The sword is the full picture. That's like, the information. You don't take action like haphazardly saying maybe. Your investments will pay off. So if we're talking about you taking on a creative project, it happens. The only heartbreak I see here is that you basically have to go through the Three of Swords. It starts with you knowing where you're ending up, kind of thing. You say, I know where I want to be, but I have to go through this certain path. October must have really set you up here, set you up for some kind of like a loop is the best way to put it, right? Maybe you kind of were knocked out of a job, knocked out of that's not you. That has nothing to do with you. As I said, sometimes the water is rough and sometimes it's smooth, but that's not because of you. That's not because you weren't worth it. That's something unrelated to you. So this heartbreak or whatever this is, this moment of truth, this seeing truth changes the structure of being seen. So you're like, I can be seen now. Oh, now you can see me because I was stuck in the system. I was stuck, and now your awareness is bending around this. I feel like the universe has been testing you to see yourself. Your value is absolutely there. Like, no joke. I look at life in that way, saying, is this person, are they self-sufficient? Could they gain money for themselves? And your answer is yes, and yes. Like, in a solo way, yes. You know how to talk to the universe. The universe answers for you. That's what it is telling you. This is not about money. It's about you saying, will I make it? And the answer is yes. Like, you can find money, you can find jobs, happiness. You have the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. We'll call it wishes. It's an easy way to put it because you're looking about this, but this is a moment of questioning. Am I? Yes. It's only a small questionable moment. I think we're getting into something bigger though. Yeah. Soul tribe energy. It's finding who you are in this earth and why you came here. Gaining strength, gaining the ability. You are a beautiful soul. But it's putting you through this test moment. This is it's the way you use words, the way you use, or the way you hold back words. You maybe don't say enough. Speak up for yourself. But you're not only a very wonderful, loving, powerful person, you're a kind of person who can make money. The universe flows through your energy. That's the only way I can put this. Through this card, and this. This is all strength and harmony. But you, underneath it all, think you're destined to have to go through it rough. We almost have this feeling of, am I worth it? Am I good enough for this? Let me go back to chat for just half a second here. I want to see what this is. What is going on in your life that you're questioning this, Lilith Phoenix? What are you questioning in that your career? Read is blowing my mind. What are you going through here that you're questioning you're questioning yourself? Like you put yourself in here, but am I good enough? You absolutely are good enough. You are tapped into the universe. I'm gonna give you one more card from the divine deck. I can't tell you how much. Like you can manifest. I'm gonna tell you can manifest. Don't let anyone tell you. Anyone that says, "Hey, you can't." Your answer is fuck you and walk away and just tell them you can manifest. Like I should have stopped the reading at this alone. This is angelically touched truth seeker. And it's fast moving. Your soul's like, I finally know. Like you absolutely know. You have the abilities that people seek lifetimes to find, but you're finding them faster. It's like someone said, hey, read this book. And you're like, this book of profound knowledge? I've already read that. And I don't say this like lightly. I'm not just throwing this out there. You're seeing the cards. So what it's telling me to tell you is you question yourself into such a rate. And it's, you don't do it like, let's be very fair to each other. You don't do it often, but you do it in a moment of like, I need to feel bad about myself for a moment. And you came in the wrong place, because I would hire you, and I would hire you in a heartbeat, because you get things done. Like, don't mess with you. Like, if they come across you, they better know what they're doing, because you will get it done, and you'll get it done 10 times better than someone else would, and just walk away. And you're doing that in such a powerful way. It's like the universe helped you. You're leaning secretly into the universe saying, I need a sign. You're like, I need a sign. And the universe is like, got you. And you get it and you walk away. I'm telling you, you have communication with the universe. You're getting the signs and you know. Don't doubt yourself. You are connected. You're getting tested because you doubt yourself. And that's the only thing you're having is this stupid thing called doubt. Stop doubting yourself. You're worth it. Every little bit of you is worth it. Your energy is intoxicating. It's like, it's you don't believe you're enough, or you don't believe you have. You tell people you are, but you don't believe it. And that's this like moment. It's skipping me. It's like the soul energy. Good energy. Very good energy. All right, let's keep going, my friends. Muskans. All right, my friends, I appreciate you for being here. If you hadn't noticed, I hopped on at 11 a.m. Eastern time is what I was telling everyone. I might have to change the title because I didn't even mean to do that. Let's see. I appreciate you. Earth Angel, thank you. And we have a raffle going on for a free reading. I kind of threw that up here just for a little bit. Let's see what the timer says. 17 minutes left, I think. Is that what it is? Yes. About 17 minutes. We have about 9 of you guys in there. So let me know if you guys are interested. I haven't really done it as much. I've been kind of holding it back, making it like more special. And I was going on every Wednesday night, and I realized it wasn't the best time, believe it or not. Didn't work out for everybody. So I said, I tried the morning, and then I'm going to be back for members only Monday. But let's see what happens here. Please take my question. Oh. Take my question. See, is that Stevan? True current feelings for Meskin? Does he want a reunion? If yes, when? I could read this. You know what I could do for you? I don't normally do this, but I actually could pull. I actually can read straight out love like for these cards. So let me do this for you. Let me read 3 cards for you, just to see what happens. I don't usually do this. The Stevan, I think it was Stevan and Muskin. All right, this will be you. Ooh, Angelic, 9 of Cups. So when I pull out that for you, just to start out and to get the because we don't need a lot of cards. It's you have this independent homemaker energy, right? that's you. You like say, yes, I'm in. I want to be independent. I mean, you expect struggles. Like it's not that immature crush energy. It's like you expect struggles, but you expect something back. This is from them. Ooh, what is this? Also angelic. So there's definitely divine connection here, but they're less connected than you, or less divinely connected. With the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups comes across with that, like, they're in the same lane, same frequency, but they need time to show it. You can't pressure them. So when they're in the same lane, they're not at the same place you are. So just give them some time to show it. Yes, they're interested. Look, they're not blocking. Angelic card again. 9 of Wands, right? So when we're at the 9 of Wands, we're at that, maybe they're there, maybe they're not. But what happens if they're not? They might be overwhelmed by these barriers, these things that are holding you guys back. Because Wands is passion. Maybe it's almost overwhelming to them. Maybe they feel too much for you. You haven't considered that. You've only considered, no, they don't want me. But what if they really do want you? What if they want to put a ring on that finger, put a baby in the belly kind of thing, right? What if they really do want you? And they're overwhelmed, and they have that moment of saying, hey, I have barriers. And they're trying to navigate those. They're going to try to put those barriers down. But you pressing them. Do you love me? Do you want me? Do you want me? What is this? What if you back away a moment and let them breathe, right? Instead of smothering them. That could change the outcome of this entire relationship. What do you think about that? Look, Empress energy. An Empress doesn't chase. So what it does is it gives you a chance to kind of become that soul, that version, that one that lets them become. An Empress lets the Emperor come and says, hey, how are you, my love? So they want you, but they need time to become the version of the version that you want them to be. You can't make them become. Yes, they do want you, but they're not at the same place you are. No, not currently. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you for being here. Yeah. I know you want more. I know you want me to say, yes, they want you. They call them tonight and they're going to have a passionate relationship with you. But they're not in the same place. You already know this. I know that. Yeah. Because that's what we all want, right? We all want that. We all want that, like, immediate response. See? You're manifesting them, but got to give them time. That's what you're doing. By saying, hey, I support you. Whatever that takes. If I really want you, then you want me. I'm not trying to make you be something you're not. If you don't choose me, then we can't be together. But I know who I am. You're independent. You're right. You're ready to be the homemaker, the partner that they need. Then let them come to that. They want that. Beautiful energy. Shraddick, how are you? Anything I need to know regarding my future spouse? Yeah. Now we're talking. But it's not. It has nothing to do with you. If that makes you feel much better, this is on them. I can promise you. And we always think it's us. We're always going to think it's us. What's wrong with me? Why don't they want me? No. Not this time. Well, sometimes it's us. Sometimes it's us. And it's not always us. Unless you want it to be you. No, not really. It's easier to make it about us. Aesthetic Delta's leaving, coming back, joining. I know this is a tough time for a lot of people, this midday. If you can join the raffle, I'll be on here for just probably about another half hour. If you guys can hang on there. And I'll probably read about 2 or 3 more people, maybe 4. So it gives you guys, everybody, a chance to get a reading. So I'm just telling you, aesthetic. So you might actually get a chance to get read. And a chance for a raffle. So if you guys can hang in there. So it's really fun. Oh, I know. Yeah, that's what it is. Chores, everything goes down. It's tough. So I know this is tough. I was trying to be on here earlier, but I got delayed on some stuff. So, but Shraddick is up next. Is Shraddick here? Make some noise. Shake the chains. Let me know you're in here. Otherwise, I'll pick somebody else because this is where I usually will end it on the other one. I'll sign on by 10 a.m. and then end it by noon. So I'm pressing the limit here. So I'm not sure how it goes after noon. How you guys doing? How's the volume? Everything working? The sound right? The music right? How's the speed? Like, how am I shaking the chains? All right, let's see. Sunshine. Mm-hmm. All right, last call for Shraddick. Shraddick. And then we'll pick somebody else here. Brian, shaking the chains. I'll go into class. I go, hey, who's the worst in here? And some of the kids will go, oh, so and so. I go, hey, what do you mean? I go, just like it's not really a thing. They're like, oh my god. It's funny. Kids don't care. All right, let's see. Cherry Blossom. Did you just join Cherry Blossom? It literally just picked you, I think. I hit random. I'm going to do something different for you, Cherry Blossom. Actually, I'm going to do something fun here. I'm going to do two channels. I'm going to do November and December here. I'm having fun. I'm actually reading intuitive for us. Yeah. All right, let's do this. All right, let's do this. All right, what's November have? I'm going to read November and December. Ready? November. Patience. That's Sag energy. That's Sagittarius. That's November. December. Ooh, money. Money's going to come in. I do believe this. I've been feeling that intuitive just for everybody. Look at yeah, manifestation. Walking away or getting deeper. This might be solitude. You might have to find solitude. It might go away on your own here. Rebirth, yeah. Let's keep going on this. Yeah, this is so cool. So what I'm getting here is this is like finding strength in the end of December. I'm just doing something different. I've never really done stuff like this, but I'm doing it's called an intuitive read. I would do this like for my friends. But what I'm getting here is in November, you're manifesting into some kind of rebirth. It pauses and hits or it comes in or starts to trickle in from the top down. You have to walk away from things that don't serve you, things that don't align with that energy. That's the moment of bold choice. But you realize you're in this place that you have to make this decision. Wheel of Fortune, see, it wants to come in, but you're holding back. Page of Cups is like, this is a notification. December is going to be a big change for you. It could be investments, could be a change in the universe. Like I've been talking to people for a while, cryptocurrency, wink, wink, not financial advice, but do yourselves a favor. ISO 20022. I've been talking about it for about almost a little bit over a year now, I think. But yeah, look at it. December energy. You're locked into these old habits, patterns, beliefs. This is how it's always been done. Free yourself from that. Free yourself from that mindset. But it's duality. It's the good are rewarded, right? But this is that moment of setting yourself free. You're gonna see a change in your life. You're gonna hit an all-time high, essentially, right? You're gonna see the best version of yourself start to come out because you're like, no. They're gonna say, what do you mean? You're gonna say no. Like I'm saying no. And people, it's not worried about judgment. We're not worried about what people do. But hitting in November into December, you're gonna start worrying about you. You're number one. It's about you. All you care about is you. And that's going to seem selfish, but it's going to seem powerful and just. Marriage could be coming in here as well, just so you know. We have that moment of possibility of long term. This could be marriage. This could be the marriage that you've been waiting for, leaning into that. Like, I've always wanted this. This is what I need. It's not going to somebody. It's going into the idea of being married, commitment, long term, money. Fidelity. Oh, this is like everything. I love this. Walking away from the stuff that no longer serves you. You're so deserving. of happiness. I see what I see is you're going into this mindset of like, once you really start looking at the cultivation process, you're saying, hey, I planted these seeds. Now I'm going to get the rewards. You planted this. You put this idea out there to the universe. You said, I always want this. This is what I always want. I've wanted this. This is what the universe says, but let's create it, right? Let's build it. And so you observe the idea of you having this. You put it out there and say, I want this. This could even be a pattern coming back at you, a purpose coming back at you. You're seeing this. Certain things in other people, partners, possibilities, the reflection hitting back saying, hey, it could be reflection it's just becoming back as like maybe like a revelation in something's disguised as like a little bit of too familiar, right? And you're saying, hey, wait a minute, November into December is that moment of clarity opening up into that next new year, saying 2026 is going to be very different for you because you're not going into this saying I'm doing this anymore. You're realizing that you are a soul living a human experience. You are powered by this unique light being. There's a lot of letting go, a lot of pain, a lot of cutting the chains. There's December energy right there. This is a life lesson. This is Capricorn energy. This is devil in the details. Look at the things you've just been giving energy to, and it feels deceptive, right? I don't want to use the word, but I should say it. It's almost like abusive relationships, people who give one-sided relationships. But what does it do for you? How does it make you feel? Is it insecure? Maybe it's a little bit of that. Overwhelmed, possibly. But these barriers that we put up could be self-imposed, could be from others. But this is not quite a tower moment as much as it is you're letting go. And this justice in this whole situation is hiding in there. This is that spiritual justice, the Hierophant. This is a life lesson. You can actually see the scales of justice are there saying, you deserve something. You deserve something that's for you. Bold choices, right? So there's Gemini lover energy hiding in here. We have the infinity symbol hiding right inside of here, right? Because it's mirrored action, saying the Akashic record has called for this angelic spirit. From the moment we took step into November, we're saying, what is this? What am I doing here? You're not saying I want to know exactly how I operate, but please tell me, what am I doing? Why am I here? And the universe says, okay, anything is possible. Anything is possible. You're essentially becoming, from what I can see down here into here, the universe is answering you, saying, I'm going to answer you. But you are the observer. You're the observer is like essentially becoming the alchemist of possibility. That you're taking that, saying I can create anything, and the universe says yes, and that's always been how it's been. You can set your intention on something very small, or something very, very, very big, but you're going to get overwhelmed if you have those barriers up, and that's what the difference is. People can fall in love, or they can have a crush, or they can have true love. Which one do you want? Do you want to be the trophy of success, or you want to be someone's love trophy? There's the difference. Because once you open your eyes and start to see what it is you really want, right? You say, am I heartbroken, or am I triggered into going through heartbreak? The reality of this is this is your moment of realizing that you're truly observing that you need to release all expectation and say, then let me live my life. What is this moment I'm going through? Because as you enter 2026, I'm going to pull one card here over the communication deck. As you're growing, you're building, you're becoming. With this moment of clarity, the universe skips me. This is the soul-inspired tarot. This here is telling us you have justice. Like, knowing you can't be tricked. Seven of Pentacles in the respect of the tarot cards. It's saying that it's kind of like it's that Taurus energy, right? It's this other half of this. It's literally goes with this card. There's only one, the Tea-Stain Tarot, but the universe is saying it's kind of like stepping down or back away from whatever this is for you. But the Seven of Pentacles is just saying, when we get overwhelmed, sometimes it might take, hey, giving and receiving. We're just taking some patience for ourselves, just holding back and realizing that patience has got us to this place. but you're destined to be bold on your own life. I know this is you. I know this is your chance. Yeah. This is literally that was mid-deck pull. I did like this. So what it's telling me, this is the Chariot card. This is the depth, realizing how deep you really are. You're not shallow. You're not shallow. You're an ancient being. You're realizing that this is meant to happen. So going into December, into 2026, this is renewal. This is the beginning of something powerful, rebirth energy, as it would be. Heartbreak is not just heartbreak to you. It's realizing that this rebirth, this Scorpio energy, is leading you into some major advancements. Not only money, but happiness, marriage, and also bold choices. Man. Man, oh man. Mm-hmm. So we got here. What we got here? All right, let's see. Oh, Neon, thank you very much. We have Ethereal, thank you very much. And then, oh, Earth Angel, I saw that, thank you. And, yeah, let me do this. I'll tell you what, I'll give you guys a couple more minutes. I'm going to do this, though. I will close the queue. Get this. So if you're still in there, so like Neon, I think is hold on a second. I see Neon and Ethereal wants intuitive insights. That was very nice. All right, so if Anshuman, Brian, Shadowcat, Sanjana, Andrea, if you guys are hanging out here, I'll put one of you at the very end here. So let's do the raffle first, though, because one of you guys might win. You might be like, hey, I'm out. So let's see here first, all right? So I just closed out the queue. Yeah, so I have those guys queued up. I have Neon and Intuitive. They're queued in. So I'll grab at the very end. I'll grab Anshuman, O'Brien, Shadow, or Sanjana, or Andrea. But I'll read for those guys first. Intuitive or Neon. But let's do the raffle first, because someone might be like, hey, I just won. They might be like pumped. They might be like, this is the best. I know the queue just closed. All right. Or do you want me to reopen the raffle? What do you guys want to do? What do you want me to do? I guess I can leave the raffle open. Try to think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the raffle. Because some of you guys have been hanging. Alright. That's what I do to my students. I'm like, you sure? Who won? That's so cool. Brenduska, I think you won. How cool is that? That's so funny. Brenduska saying the lucky one is Brenduska. Yeah. You won. You can't give it away, so don't try to give it away. Don't be like, oh, no. You have to take it. You have to accept it. This is all universe. I'm telling you. I click random, I promise you. Brenduska, say congratulations to yourself. See? Everyone's happy for you. We could definitely schedule it and stuff. See? How cool is that? You've never asked for a reading. Thank you. See? Yeah. What a cheater. That's so funny. Lucky, I just see it on my side of things. It says Brenduska says, "Lucky one is what's me? Thank you." How fun is that? Congrats. All right. That's so funny. See, I love doing this because it's so random to me. It's so random. All right, let's go back to readings. I will pick for one. If you guys are still in the queue here, hang out there. I'll grab one more from the random queue. So hang out there. That's awesome. Congratulations, Brenduska, because we're all surprised. Me, you, we're all sitting here going, "Whoa, that's pretty fun." I love that for you. All right, let's do this. All right, I think Neon was first. I think that's what it was. Detail read for the next couple of months. Neon. All right, let's go from the shadow. Ooh, what is this? Hold on. It's not that this deck is bad. I want to see what happens when I add some of this other energy in here. Oh yeah. Yeah. See, it feels heavier now. I mean, I know they added a couple more cards, but it feels so much heavier. All right, Neon, this is for you. In my current, on my screen, I see 1111. That's very good for you. Neon. Let me fix my armband. Here we go. And we're good. We're good to go. I don't like messy cards. And go back to here. Go back to chat. That's so funny. All right, Neon, this is for you, my friend. Let's see what actually comes out of here. You guys excited?
Threads of light weave through the air, a gentle touch beyond compare. Soft whispers hum in quiet streams, binding hearts with glowing dreams. Notes that dance like drops of rain, easing sorrow, soothing pain. But hardest rise and gently fall. Connection.
All right, figured might as well get some iced tea in here first. All right, and let's see here. That's so funny. That is so funny. Ooh. Neon, are we going through pain? Are we going through some His Four of Swords is Libra energy, but it could be, I don't know if you're going through Libra, but it could be feeling a little bit of that, like, retreat. When we get into this, it's solitude. The swords are hanging over the head, but kind of seeing this other side. This is like, for me, when I get that, that's dream realm. But in this cornerstone, it's sitting up there, right? I can pull another card. I might pull another card for you out there, but let's keep going for a second. Yeah, this is like the same place, right? We're talking that church, the church, and there's three cards that represent the church. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Swords. And there's really some other cards that could kind of play in that same place. But the Strength card here is like, we're sitting there patiently waiting. Very patient. Because we're resting. It's feeling good, but you feel good when you rest, but there's something hanging over your head, like at any moment something could happen, right? And that's what I feel like over the next couple months. I feel like 3 months is like just the max amount of time. But you could take action at any time. That's what it's telling me. The Three Pentacles is saying December's probably the longest you could wait. It would be 2 months. Strength energy feels like there's something, you're holding something back, or somebody's holding you back, or you're being held back by something. More so because of this, the soul energy. In the here and now, that's what it's telling me here, Neon. Saying you're holding yourself back from something. That's more the case. It could be something else. Could be something more than that. But that's usually August. It's usually the summertime energy. It doesn't have to be. But that Leo energy comes in because we hit the Capricorn devil in the details. Look at, you're giving to something. Four Pentacles. long-term desire, long-term greed, long-term security. But it's giving into that energy. Like, what are we getting into? What are we growing here? Oh yeah, brand new start. You see how that just flew into there and just knocked everything off? I think the brand new start would come in so fast it would throw everything off. Maybe you're in a place of like pause and gratitude, or even you're looking at it like this is silence, and maybe you're into the silence before divine alignment. But this is showing you something is there. There is truth behind something you're questioning, and I think that's part of what you're asking. Is this real? It is real, because when you have these 4 pentacles sitting there, it's growing that pentacle saying, hey, it's not like, this is all it could be. Oh, no. Here comes the 4th. That's that long term. This is long term right here. And that's the brand new start. So something comes in with this opportunity, maybe on the back of a breakup or the back of something not coming back together, but it does come back together. You never expected it to, and it does. And when it comes back, the expansion, the growth, the travel, it comes back together with, hey, this is like something we never wanted to have happen, or it happens. 6 Pentacles gives you the chance of, I'm getting into this. It could be giving and receiving. It could be help. It could be even some little bit of generosity. But that Libra here is balance, even in the unlikely of circumstances. It's the strength energy. So that balance, or the giving and receiving, is giving a brand new start. It's helping get to the strength energy, help giving to the growth of this whole thing. I feel like patience is a big part of whatever we're looking into for these next couple months, because this is November, December. This is Capricorn. That's December energy. But these right here are your center line. You're focusing on that brand new start with logically aiming for December. On your root chakra, want it to happen in November. Let's be honest with each other. It's past life. You're feeling it. You know something's here. Something's being offered. You're not looking at it. You're turning your back towards it. It's more like you're getting back together with something. You're holding yourself back. Yeah, look at this. What's more fascinating about this, Neon, is these cards go to the same tarot deck. And if you notice, what I did is I pulled and made my own tarot deck for you. More fascinating, this could be marriage, could be wedding coming in. It's almost like you feel like this is almost too good to be true, and you're not trying to get yourself too close to it. It feels like an abandonment or justice energy, like somebody kind of saving you when you don't want to be saved. I don't need to be saved. Stop saving me. And this is really part of the problem, because that Libra justice energy makes you feel balanced, like when you're not looking to. See how the scales are in reverse? Like you don't control it, and this is somebody else is controlling it. Self-assured victory, Akashic energy. This love comes in. It's coming when you're not asking it to. You can't stop it. It's rewiring your reality faster than you had any plan to. And you're like, wait a minute. Almost like your soul is awakening to something, like something is awakening your energy before you wanted it to awaken. You weren't expecting it. You just wanted to be quiet. Now you're seeing this happy home, happy life, happy future, 10 of Cups energy, looking for this beautiful new home, happy, could even be why water even. So this is not by chance. This could be, you're looking at this by circumstance. 5 Swords comes in with clarity, truth seeker. This could even be Aquarian energy, but it's also angel touch. With the 3 of Swords in reverse, it's telling us that there is a possibility that we're getting over the heartbreak with the getting back together. Like, hey, I never thought this would happen, but here I am. Libra, truth seeker. This is a lot of information being shared, maybe not shared at the same time, but being shared with each other. King of Cups, Scorpio energy. It is definitely a change. The depth is the big part of this. It's almost like someone's deeper than you ever expected them to be, and that was the part of you couldn't fight. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. It's that depth energy. It's the, hey, the alignment is the part of what's happening. It's maybe you have felt abandoned, and this Capricorn energy is the devil in the details, because what it's showing you is you're not giving up. You're not giving up. You're evolving, but you're not giving up. That light worker energy saying you're not giving up. You're evolving. You're building. The energy is not lying. It's whispering to you. It's whispering to you that you're not giving up. It's hard work pays off kind of thing, right? Angelically, you're gifted, or you're touched by the angels, that kind of feeling, because when you're getting in here, you know your self-assured victory came from some kind of deeper energy. Could it be even you remembering what you came here to do? But we're flipping the script essentially with this Justice card, this Capricorn devil in the details. It's definitely by December. You and I both know you won't wait any longer than December for whatever this is. You have to take action. I feel like you almost did it in September into October with that Libra energy, that you almost had to do it. You didn't do it, but I don't know why you didn't do it. But into Aquarius season seems like it's too long. It's this long-term security that just keeps popping up. It's this, you can't wait any longer. Capricorn again. December. It's like whatever happens in December, you're aiming for this to happen in December. It's almost like you're manifesting this to happen in December. You want this to happen. Are you surrendering to something? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. The church. It's basically saying like this could be marriage, or some kind of like spiritual commitment with somebody. Because every delay that you've gone through has been a choreographed moment by the divine. See, it's almost like you almost had this, and the universe said, "Wait, you're going to take the long road and learn the lesson." See, yeah, you're going to learn the lesson the long way. I think you almost dated this person or had a connection with this person, and this is like, no, I'm going to trick you. Look at that. In December, this happens. The thing you want to know about, that one thing you're like, hey, is so-and-so really for me? December. Hello? It's December. What do you mean? December. Can you tell me? December. I'm like, Capricorn. See what I'm saying? Capricorn. It's all December energy, and I don't know why, but December seems very important to you in the respect that this relationship is coming in from the future self saying, you have asked for this. You have asked for this over and over. And the universe is like, here we go. It is here. It is here. The message is here. It's coming in. Like you're now like you're either transceiver or going into receiver. But this here is that moment of transceiver receiver mode. But what is it you want to be? What is it how you want to get in there? That's the moment you have to ask yourself, because in your emotions it sets the pace, it sets the tone, because you're either sending or receiving messages from the divine, and it says, I'm telling you, I'm hammering it home, December. But if it hits January or it hits past January, it becomes a lot harder for you to kind of catch the messages for right now, I guess, whatever that is. It's like, P.S. by the way, this is your justice. Interesting. It's very interesting. Why is it like this? Why is the universe so like, it's like interrupting? But you have knowledge. It's almost like, but I want more confirmation. And then it does this. Yeah, see the card that just popped. It's like, that's the card that's popping out. It's like, this is you. Think about this, guys. When I see this kind of like sticking out of nowhere, this information, what it's doing for me. It's like you have designed your life. And I mean this in a very legitimate, no BS kind of way. You sat in the like ancient hall of records, or the Akashic Hall of Records, and you sat in this hall, and you sat in this like amphitheater like this, and you stood up on the stage with people and souls and said, I hereby proclaim this is how I'll live this life. As so-and-so, really. And you'll sit there and you'll talk. You'll say, I'll do this, this, and this. And it goes quickly. You know, it's not like this. And you'll kind of act out some of the play, which is your life, what you go through. And they want us, the people in your life will be watching. The ones who haven't been born yet are people who haven't been part of that. Spiritual teachers, masters, the ones who are on the other side who don't come over. And they're checking for betrayal or dishonesty in your life, and they want to see, are you really going to go out and protect this? Are you going to really show victory? Are you going to show a good sign of success in this lifetime? Or are you just trying to BS your way through this grade, like this school, the school of Earth, right? Because we're going through that. We're saying, hey, what are we doing? So this is your big test this December. The thing you've been asking about that person, that one thing where you've been feeling like, hey, is this real? You know, or some of us, we go out there and say, hey, I feel so abandoned or unloved. The universe says, okay, well, here comes your test in December. But I want to feel abandoned or unloved. That's the only thing I felt. It's like, but you said you wanted to test. And then they all of a sudden that boat comes in, it leaves, and it goes away. And you can see it. And you go, wait. I don't want to feel. I didn't know I was really gonna feel loved by them. It's like, bye, bye boat. And it sucks. It sucks, right? Because they leave, and you have it for a moment, and it's gone. You could transform. You could be reborn with that energy, and that's what it is. This big moment's coming. It is absolutely coming for you in December. You're seeing signs of it. You'll see signs of it coming into like the first, the second, or third week of November. That sign with the angel, the temperance, the Sag, that energy saying, hey, patience. You've been patient. But it's going to transform you. And are you going to want to transform? I don't know. I don't know. You can ask the question all you want, but what happens when it really happens? What happens when it happens to you? Yeah. It comes in and you go, but wait, I didn't think it really would come in. Wait, you caused this life for you. I know it sounds so weird, but you caused this reality. Some of the greatest thinkers of our time, some of the most profound thinkers. That's what I do in my off time. I read these books. I study these books. I study these profound thinkers. That's why you guys are like, wow, he's deep. Because I study those thinkers and I try to say, how do they connect? They have proven that we create reality. It's no bullshit. And I don't care if people believe me because it doesn't bother me. I don't care. Like, I don't care if I'm gone from this YouTube tomorrow. I don't. You know it and I know it. You can hear it from my voice. I do not care. Because I have figured out so much more than I've ever wanted to figure out. And I'm going to keep going. But we create our own reality. And Neon, I'm telling you, that's your moment in December. You can't prepare any more than you have. But be more aware, awake, and say anything is possible. Get into those mantras. Get into those places where you say, I am good. I am powerful. I am noticing that you are self-love. I love that you're here. You know why? Because I'm part of this process with you. It helps me teach that me, you, us, all of us are here. This message will go out. You're the frequency of love. You're dissolving the illusion. You understand that? Like, there's an illusion getting dissolved in front of you, and you're going to be like, wait, no way. No. And then you're going to fight with this, and then they're going to leave, and you go, wait. And then it might be too late. And you can't say, Control Z, undo arrow, whoops, sorry. The universe is like, no. Like, I told you. You saw signs. You saw the numbers. You saw this coming. You don't have to race and fight it, but you have to acknowledge it when it's sitting in front of you. And when it's sitting there, you realize rejection is just redirection, and then you go on your new path and say, thank you, universe. I see that. Or you accept this new path that's in front of you in December, because the universe doesn't work on that exact timeline, but it does work in that phases. And I see, and it's funny you ask, because I see the frequency that you're choosing is deciding the future that you want. And that's really amazing. I'm proud of you. I really am proud of you. The mistakes, all of that, everything we see is a mistake. Your soul's meeting this. Your mirrors, those versions of you, they're looking right now and saying, you did this. But the truth isn't going to shout right at your face one morning and say, they're coming, this is it today. You're just going to see it and go, wait, what? Don't panic. Just have that conversation. I know I'm ready. I know I'm worthy. You are. You absolutely are. Intuitive Insights, how are you? Intuitive Insights with 2 S's. The extra S is what? For superstar. How you guys doing? I appreciate you for being here. And then after this, we'll pick one more from the queue. I had closed the queue a little bit back, but I appreciate you always for being here. But that's the thing. We miss our mark. We do. And don't regret it. Don't go, damn, the boat's left. I can't believe it. And sit on the dock watching that boat go away and go, damn you. I hate you. Throw your shoes in the water and say, this is the worst, because then your shoes are wet. And you know how we can sit there and pout and be upset? No. Or we could sit there and say, I knew this was coming. I prepared. Transformation happened. That's what you really want to have happen. Allow the spiritual illumination to just shine right down on you. You know it's coming. That's why you're asking the question. That's the real reason, right? Because you're like, I feel something's up. I didn't say to you, hey, I should read for you for December. or the next 2 months. And then the cards just went bang. December, 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 or Capricorn season. All right. Intuitive insights. So what was the reading that you needed to have done? What was the reading you wanted? Our thoughts absolutely create reality. Your words create reality. If you say, hey, I can't do this, and guess what? You don't do it. You won't do it. I could never do that. I'll sit here. Then you'll sit there because you can sit there, you know? People are like, oh, you could never do that. I'm like, no, you could never do that. I can do that. I fuel off that. I find it fine. I find it fantastic. So bring your dreams here. Allow me to fuel you with my cards, and I will help you. I will help you fuel yourself. That's what a lot of people do. They come on here and they say, I have this idea, and my cards go, and they fire you up. Yes or no? If that's ever happened, hit the like button. Share the channel. This is why we're at, that's why we're at 115,000, 116 maybe. I don't even know. But I've been seeing 3 1s lately, and reading's perfect. This is a great question. It sounds so nonchalant, right? We're like, 3 of 1s, 3 of 1s. What's it matter? Yes? But that 3 of 1s is an important, I call it the get back together card. But in reality, it's that teamwork. It's commerce. It's a little bit of that expansion, travel even. But 3 of 1s is an important, you can't have the get married or get long-term success without going through the 3 of 1s. You have the Ace of 1, and then you have the King of 1s. But you need the 3 of 1s. So let's see. I'm not going to read just on the 3 of 1s. I'm going to read on that linear part of the reading saying, hey, we have this. What is this? What's that? What's this conformity of this energy? What is this part of us that we're looking at? Right? Why do we get this 3 of 1s? Because that 3 of 1s it's dismissed a lot of times. And then you'll see sometimes they'll say 3 of 1s, and it's the lead up before getting back together. See? Like the universe, if the cards are jumping, it's basically acknowledging the unacknowledgeable, because we'll just skip over that. Like I keep seeing, thank you, by the way, Intuitive Insights. We keep seeing the same cards, but we go, weird. So weird, right? And we go, so weird. But why do we keep seeing those same cards? Let me get some iced tea before I get started here, because we know how my voice is. It's going to go. I'm almost done. Almost done with the iced tea. Oh God. I love iced tea. But getting those same cards, right, over and over is something I talked about. Like I would get them constantly. What I call them off the channel, off the line, off the line, I call it the card of the night. And so when I back away from live, you guys get similar cards. No matter if it's 6 tarot decks or not, it's the same kind of card. And it's fascinating because you'll get the same type of card. If you go back and rewatch these lives, right? And I challenge you to do that. Go back and rewatch some of the old lives and watch. You'll see there's a similar card that keeps coming out. And everybody else is reading, even though it's different tarot decks. Even if I let you pick, or I pick, or I mix the decks, it doesn't matter. And that's why I do that. Because deep down, the thing, layers, five, like super, like 10 layers deep even. I say, I'm not going to tell anybody. I want to see if this happens over and over, different things. And so what I do is I look for that. And yes, like the 7 stages of awakening. I say, I want to see why this happens. And it becomes that echo, right? Like it's an echo coming back from this frequency. And here we get some cards out. Yeah. So I'm just taking a reading to why this happens. So we get a frequency card. We'll get a frequency card, and I'll get the card back, the King of Swords, a lot of times for me. because I become a mirror for many of you, right? I'm like, no, I'm not going to let you see yourself that way. Not the way I see you. I want to see you the way I see you. Does that make sense? Like, so this is the depth card, the hermit card. So when I see this is filled with this is ether, and that spiritual ether allows me to see beyond whatever's out here. Completion, growth. If you ever notice, even if I pull these cards, this is obviously life lesson. This is hermit energy meets the depth. So we're talking about earth energy. The sun card is angelically touched. This universe saying we're going to find our answers. We're going to get the same kind of cards no matter what we do. But it ties back to soul tribe, right? We're all going to get the cards. We're all going to see them. I'm going to see them. You're going to see them. But it's not by accident. They don't repeat by accident. They orbit the energy, the satellites of our soul tribes. So you're going to sit there and no one's going to stalk us. Yeah. And they're going to whisper to us, hey, the truth is still here. I remain. And that repetition will still happen. So when I see the King of Swords, which is Aquarian, it's like winking back to me without me telling you guys all the time. You'll hear me mention Aquarian energy. And that's me. I'm an Aquarian through and through with Libra moon, air sign, air sign, air sign. So it's me saying, hey, you have an Aquarian, which could be honestly me in your readings. We have to get deeper. We have to go deeper. We have to figure out why the angelic cards, the cards that come in, why you get the signs. Because the more we dig, the more we dive into this, right? Why are there secret societies that exist? Why do we have the moon here, right? As I cover it up for a second, why do we have the moon so small versus the sun? Because we have our soul tribe that works off of both, right? And we have when it's like our nighttime version of us, and then we have our daytime, our work version of us. It's that subconscious, meaning the conscience. It's that archetype saying, hey, who are you? Who do you fully want to embody? What version of you do you want to be? And when we find the version of us, we find the person we're trying to witness, so trying to be that frequency. That's the one through mirroring in multiple versions or vessels or timelines. I see that because you exist. You exist in many versions of you. And I can tap into the versions of you that you have already become. Like, that's what's fascinating. And I don't talk about it because it sounds so crazy, but I can see the one where you're like, hey, am I married? Yes, you are. Do I have kids? Yep. Millionaire? Absolutely. Where I own my own businesses? Yes. Yeah. Is that really what you want to do, though? That's what you have to ask. What frequency do you want to embody? And when you get into that mindset, you get into that place where the timeline loops back to itself and back to itself. Those lessons, those cards will integrate back into why you're seeing it. That's where we get there, right? We'll start to see the same cards. Do you want to love that timeline? Do you want to love your soul tribe, or do you want to love that timeline? But either way, it's going to start to illuminate that piece of you where you come back. That's where that moon energy, that's where that deep work, when you're going to sleep at night, where you're kind of going, or you're waking up in the middle of the night and you're saying, who am I? It's bringing balance to the version of you that you really want to be. And there's the Three of Wands at the very base, saying in my readings, it's gonna imitate or repeat the same energy. There's no proof between you, me, or anybody else's. But we're gonna keep saying to you, these cards are not gonna repeat by accident. They're gonna orbit energies, like we said. What was it? Like satellites orbiting the surface or the meaning of anything that comes across us, because this repetition has resonance. It's gonna vibrate. It's gonna vibrate. It's gonna vibrate. It's gonna vibrate. Let me pull a couple more cards off of the Three of Wands to see what we get here. It's a life lesson hidden in here, angelically touched. There's two keys here, right? So when you get these and you see them in someone else's reading, there's your key and then there's the other key. So it's like it's kind of like when I look at crypto or look at a dual encryption, right? You have like cipher keys or master keys or public keys or private keys. It's these two key systems. Like, I have my key, you have your key. Do I let you in? You ever meet someone that won't let you talk to them? They go, yep, and you walk away, you go, that was fun. Or you meet someone that's like, oh my God, hey, what's up? Let's go talk. Oh my God, I love your energy. That looks great. They're really getting into you. Or they just say thank you for having that conversation, but they respond back. They basically open up to this idea. They say, I have the key to your shackles, you have the key to mine. That Three of Wands is saying, hey, we knew each other somewhere. I don't know if it's soul tribe, I don't know if it's past life. We haven't discovered that part, but I'm willing to take a look at this. I'm going to put these cards back, and I'm going to actually grab from the Five is Alive, because we're going to look here for a second. I'm just going super spiritual here. but we open with those keys. So what I did is I pulled to see what is in that ethereal lantern. It's the keys. If we're willing to look in there and say, I'm afraid to get burned, me too. You know, like, I'm willing to be open, and that's what makes me so different than a lot of people. And you guys feel it. When I open this channel, I say, hey, how are you? You know this is me. You know I'm being genuine. You're like, wow, that's him. Cosmic is cosmic. He's not trying to be anything. I'm not looking at stats. I don't look at analytics. But I believe more of us, you, me, together would be an amazing find for this universe. Yes or no? Finding the truth seekers, the ones who matter, the ones why these cards keep coming out, the ones who help us get to our completion. This is not about money. There's not 10 pentacles here, 10 cups. Right? So once you can feel fulfilled, you can wake up in the morning and say, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm better than good. You know? And it's okay to feel that place because the cards are showing you themes, not events. And so when you get to that place where you realize I'm okay, Emperor energy, it's respect, it's power, it's that leadership, that almost that strategic energy that shows up. Because when they come in, they're teaching you a lesson, life lessons. And these are my twins. I love these girls. They do not align, but I don't care what anyone says, right? They don't align. This is a 2, that's a 5. It's not like they come right back to back. They're both major arcana, but they're like cousins. They're like, oh God, the cousins are getting together. You guys know what that's like, right? You ever have your fun cousins? But there's 2 moons here. 2 keys, 2 moons. Imagine that. Oh, I got 2 pillars. I got 2 pillars. How crazy. Oh, you so we're almost like the same, but we live different. You know? You live here, I live there. You're the sun, I'm the moon. We're the same, but we're different. You're a life lesson, and I'm spiritual. This is the universe saying, oh, we can free ourselves, but we have to lock ourselves back up. Yeah. Once we get into that idea that these cards are showing us something or teaching us something, that's where YouTube has almost broken the matrix in respect, saying it's documenting all of this because it's putting this stuff out there saying, explain it. And anyone could say, well, it's just coincidence. And then you could say, well, 6 tarot decks. It's just being randomly, they put the cards back and grab the 5 as a live deck. No planning. The messages keep coming up because the vibration is there. It's going to keep coming up until that vibration shifts. It hasn't shifted. Intuitive, it hasn't shifted. Has it? It's going to stay, and it's going to stay. It's never going to stutter. It's only going to amplify when you put people like you and me together and all these powerful people together that absolutely are light bringers, power seekers, people who want to understand that there is conformity to the universe. That is what's going to happen because this repetition is a checkpoint for awakening on a timeline that we're just becoming aware of. It's seeing the same card as a lesson for collectives. It's not personal. It's not for me, for you. It's for many of us. And the people who see this go, what in the living hell is that? It's the cousins getting together. It's like, oh, good golly, Miss Molly. We're going out to party. We'll be back tomorrow morning. What? Like, oh, God. But you know they're having a good time. It's that energy they're enjoying. This is the wish granted. This is my 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles are always wishes granted. You can wish on feelings or wish on power or like force or success. But this is, hey, a little birdie told me that's a good sign. It's always a good sign. You're seeing those signs? It's an amazing sign. It's the universe saying, hey, it's an inside joke or inside knowledge. Because when you get in those repetitions, you get in those signs, those recognitions, it is becoming the universe saying, you are the frequency. You're part of that frequency. You found yourself in a place that attracts those symbols, those frequencies. You are part of the signal. Can you take a moment and think about that? That's a wonderful thing. If you're part of the signal, you're a signal or a light bringer, you're bringing in this. You're tuned into what the card's trying to tell people. You're going out there and going and bringing it down. Right? Because we're not talking about the 10 of Pentacles where people say, I'm so rich, I'll crush you. No, I'm so happy, I'll protect you with my light. Like if we had angels walking the earth, that kind of energy. It's that kind of power where we want people to feel like timelines are shifting where people are going to feel protected, embraced. It's like, sure, like you're going to be hurting everyone. No, not when there's a power collective that has this kind of energy. You can't stop people who are tapping into angelic energy, who are growing into their emperor energy. That's the beginning. This is 3, 2, 1. This repetition brings attention to this, saying, I seen that already. And you're getting access to this echo loop, or these soul echo loops, saying, I have different versions of me. You have different versions of you. What if they start to reach out or reach to you through this intuitive energy? And it all comes back to this 3 of Wands. What version do you want? Because you haven't resolved that yet. And that's okay. That's way okay. They want to know what version you want to be. As you roll through this, the polarity will shift positive, negative. It's going to pull you up and down. It's like a wave. But this tarot is only reflecting. It's going to reflect and bring back that your teacher frequency role. I've fallen into this quicker for me because I've been a teacher at multiple levels, doing different things, college level, elementary school, and I just love just being a teacher. And one of those things for me is I enjoyed it, and I never wanted to be a teacher. No, I did not. Absolutely no. And so I'm very honest with that. But when you find that resonance and that becomes part of who you are, it breaks free, and you're breaking free of that stagnation of what it is you're looking at. So you're seeing your purpose in this lifetime, in this reality. So you're seeing what you're getting into, this ability to connect to the emotions. And as I said in the very beginning, this is connecting people to long term. 4 of Wands is the homecoming, celebration. It's the family, you and me, right? It's the reunions. It's you and I have known each other for many lives. Does this mean we travel our journey the entire distance? Absolutely not. Does it mean I will always be here? Absolutely. This is always here. Embracing that frequency role, saying, hey, having someone to lean on is always important. But having that moment of pause to say, what am I? To this 3 of Wands is you're bringing your wands to be the completion. And someone else brings that 4th wand to complete. That's what this is. You are important as much as everyone else is. You are that vibrational alignment. You are part of this process. If you're seeing this in other people's readings, the universe is talking to you through those readings. That's what happens, as you just see. The 3 of Wands was not my card. The 4 of Wands was not my card, as much as it was your card saying, this is what you've been talking about. No? Yes? See? No? You be yourself is exactly it. You don't be anything for anybody else. I learned, I'm telling you guys, this is the easiest way to do it. Tell the truth. Be the truth person. Stop lying. And people say, oh, I don't lie. And I'm like, you're lying to yourself. And then I call out a couple things. They go, well, that's different. It's like, okay. Yeah. I say, well, like, it's easier when I don't try to trick people or tell people. I just say, hey, this is what it is. Be truthful to you. And most people, it takes people a while to get to that place. Yes. You can help yourself heal through the cards. And in that in itself is amazing. Yeah. You are a gift. So let's do this. Let's pick one last person. I think we got one more here. Ann Suman, are you here? What's affecting my healing journey? Ann Suman, if you're here, make some noise. Shake your cage. See how, and that's what it is. I'm being more patient with my readings instead of trying to race through them, because I was like, because the busier my channel got, it got busy fast, which a lot of people don't. They kind of see like, wow, he's got a lot of subscribers. But the explosion happened over really 1 year. Like, it happened fast, and it's still happening. And because I was trying to race and meet the demand instead of be me. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking from my own journey too. And that's why you see the cards come the way out they do. Because I'm just going to tell you, I trust my own vibration when I read. It doesn't matter. Nope. Yeah, but who told you that? Who's telling you that? Like, this is the thing. I was told, and this is even the tarot, the best tarot books, the ones, look at the old tarot books, like the ones I would look at would be like from like the early 1900s. They would tell you, don't even trust us. Like, trust your own intuition. Your intuition is the most powerful of all of the gifts that you're going to have, because no one can tell you you're wrong. Because you're getting that feeling from somewhere, from some well, some pool of knowledge. That's why. So when I read, I can tell you, like, oh, the strength card has the 8 in it. It's the infinity symbol hidden in there. It has that, like, depth, self-love, the unconditional. I read that part of it. But there's other parts in there. There's a hidden, like, divine love that's hiding inside there with the Gemini, the Gemini lover. There's parts in there that I see that I've learned through my own trials, life. Like, I went through pain for some of these cards, and I see that card come out multiple, like you're talking about, times. And my life lessons worth living through those cards. I'm like, God damn it. That's why. You'll have, once you guys read, if you read long enough, you'll see these cards will absolutely mimic your life. And you'll say, damn it, why you keep showing me this card? And be like, okay, the 3 of Wands, they're coming back. What does that mean? They're coming back? That's why I'll say they're coming back. And I'll stand by that every single goddamn time. Because you'll see it. Because it means they're coming back. It's because you can't have a 4 of Wands, a homecoming, or celebration. I missed you, baby. The wall kiss, the God damn, you're mine. I'm going to claim you right the hell now. Without the 3 of Wands. Without the being alone. Without the choice. Without the I'm not sure. Because it starts with the choice, which is the 2 of Wands. If you watch them, they're right above that big, like, castle, right? It matters. The reversals, I used to get so panicked, like, oh my God, it's reverse. No, it just hasn't happened yet. Think of it as stuck. Easiest way. It hasn't happened, or it's in pause, right? That's the easiest way. And then interpret it however way you want, you know? It's not that it's not here. The universe never tells you no. It just says not yet. And that's the best way. When you put those two together with your tarot, you're good to go. Most people want to convince you, hey, this is how you have to read tarot. But you know what? You could tell me I'm wrong. You could tell me the next person's wrong. Because you're going to be the one who's right. And that's what's correct. And that's what Ethereal does so well. Because you guys are the ones, you take your own intuitive spin on it. And that's what makes you so special about you. And that's why. Because the tower moment's not bad. I actually, when I read the tower, I look at it as the watchtower first. And the watchtower is getting struck. And then the watchtower in reverse is the universe smashing that tower down on our world. Like, you didn't want that. I didn't want a bad... Like when my basement flooded when I first got the house, and the washer broke, the dryer broke because it flooded, and I had the heat out. It was like 6 months in. I was going to college. I was trying to commute. It was crazy. That's a tower moment. That was a tower moment. It didn't ruin me, but I was like, damn it. And then there's other things, like, think about like when a spouse will cheat on you. Like, that's not a tower moment. That's a reverse tower, when the tower comes flying down because you weren't expecting it. Unexpected tower. It comes flying down from the ceiling. Like, what the hell? A tree through the roof? That would be unwanted. So I read them in a little different way, if that makes sense to you guys. So I do appreciate you guys for being here, because when it gives me that moment of pause, the moment of understanding of what it is, I look for inner clarity in all these readings. And then I'll pull right on the lantern, like on something, or right on the 2 of Swords, or that sword that's sitting out there in the middle of the place. And I'll go, why is there a big space in these readings? I go, what is that emptiness? And someone's hiding something. I cause tower moments for myself. Intuitive insights, that's why you see a channel at 115 or whatever thousand. Because that's me. If I never sat down and said, screw you, world, I'm doing this, like, I would never be at this channel. And it's not about ego. And trust me, it's not about ego. There's been more than once I've been like, I might walk away and do something else. So I'm looking for another hobby. I've been even on Discord, and it's not that I want to walk away. I still have a lot more I want to do. And so now what I have decided is I'm going to build this channel up to 1 million subscribers. That's going to happen. Yeah. So I'm letting you guys know. So the view count, I'm hiring a video editor, and I'm going to start pushing this channel up. And it's going to start like making real money. And then eventually you guys will see my face, because then I'm going to offer some other stuff. And this is not me. This is us. Like when I say 115, that's not me. That's all of us. Like you've shared the channel. You've helped people. But it's all about money. But that's eventually getting people on payroll, like paying for moderators, like giving Brenduska pay. Like Brenduska's like, wow, I helped. That's the universe saying I've done this. Because we talked about that. But putting Brenduska, saying, hey, give Brenduska, some money to start when it starts making the real money, because this channel could make some real money. And it's just showing you guys, look, this is not about greed. It's definitely not about envy. But what it is about, it's about that transformation. It's about that moment of realizing, hey, who cares what happens? But it's about trying something. Realizing you and I are successful. And that moment of success is just a matter of us knowing we're successful, seeing that. Because I've done this my entire life. This is me just showing you guys on this channel. I'm here to do it with you. I've used the tarot stuff for my own kind of, I'm not good, but helping people. Because I would always find people that would be in abusive, violent relationships, that were bullied. And I would be like, hey, let me read for you. Really? I'm like, yeah, why not? Yeah, let me read. Let me just read. Like, I'll give you some advice. Or someone passed away, I would use my pendulum. And that's all I was doing. So it's not about the money. It's not about the money. People think it's all about cash. And I know it's tough right now because money sucks. It's hard to come by. But that's honestly, think about the future. So that's why I tell people, invest. Look at XRP. Like really, I've been talking about it for how long now, Brenduska? If you look at it, you actually guys take a moment and go type XRP on YouTube and look. There's so many channels out there now. If I started a channel when I knew what I knew, oh my God, I would have another channel. I would have another channel. It would have absolutely a second channel with 100,000. Yes, I would. Absolutely. Yes, I would. I'd have 2 channels at 100,000 because I saw it way back when. So that's what I was telling you guys. It's literally becoming the trade of currency. Like they've killed the US dollar. And this is why I'm like, I don't want you guys missing out on this. It's down now, and it's going to keep going up and down, but eventually it's going to skyrocket to like 1,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 each. This is not me bullshitting you. This is factual data. This is not me just reading spiritually. I did get into it spiritually way back when. This is factual information. I'm telling you guys, I love XRP because I see what it's changing. It's world currency, and it's like, you know what? It's like we don't owe ownership to anybody. And it's changing the way we live. And we can't live the same way. We cannot live the same exact way. We have to change. We have to change the way we operate. And if I can tell people, like I've been telling my friends, it's wealth knowledge is exactly it. And then you make some money, you borrow against that money, and then you buy new things, and you're not paying taxes on it. And that's why I want to do a thing on Fridays and be like, I'll pull cards for you. Like someone like you guys, like saying, hey, but if I invest in this, would I make money? I'm like, yeah, I'll pull some cards. But there's going to be people who come on here and be like, tell me if this crypto will make me money tomorrow. And I'll be like, get the hell out. I'll literally ban them. Because I'm like, I don't want the people who are lustful after that instant money hit. Like, I don't want gamblers on here. I need spiritual illumination. It's just about you creating generational wealth for your tribes. Really, no joke. Like that's what this is. Yes, like Brian, you're not wrong in a lot of ways. That's also happening. Like that kind of stuff is like, but that's when you know the financial system's in a really rough place. Is when gold goes through the roof. All right, let's see. What do we got? Last person. It's either Sanjana. I don't know. Is Sanjana in here? Is there a better way I can support my spiritual healing journey? What am I not seeing? Blind spots. Thank you. It's a great question. Sanjana, yay, yay. And then I'll be back on Monday night. I might be back even tomorrow, or I might be back even later tonight. There's a small possibility I might sign in later tonight and just do like a little members / donation. I might hang out and do some work here later. So that's a small possibility. I know you guys are here. I know you're all here. I gotta rest my voice. That's actually the truth. I would love to just stay here and chat with you guys, but I gotta rest my voice. I gotta get some content together, and then my voice is gonna be like, you know. So I would be on the lookout. Hit the notification bell. Set it to all. So I definitely gonna get some content together and get some stuff going out here. But I love hanging online with you guys. All right, let's take a look here. Sacha wants to know, is there a better way? A spiritual journey. I love this question. Let's see what else here. Because it's like a humbling question. Like, if you think about it, right? It's really a humbling question, because it's like, you know, how do you, like, looking for blind spots on your healing journey. Most people are like, I want the best, give me everything. And that's one of those things. But when we're looking at it, we're not rushing. I guess we're not stopping that rushing healing journey. We're resting. Like, that's the big part of this. So I'll tell you what, Sanja, the last reading, pick a deck or pick a couple decks and we'll read for you. I'll let you pick anything you want here. A beautiful question to end this out. I love that. But I might be back on later here. Here we go. Yeah. See what I did? I just stacked them. I made a big super deck out of those three. All right, here we go. Let's take a look here. Yeah, these are the really good questions. I don't know why. It's almost like, I wish I could tell you. I wish I could get to this place every reading. I guess I could try. Or maybe I could pause a little bit more and I could get there, but because I know. Let me reiterate the question. Let me get to the question first, because you were saying something about is there anything you can do for your healing to support your spiritual and healing journey at this time? You're not. What am I not seeing for blind spots? A beautiful, real humbling question, right? It's so beautiful because it's someone who's really walking the path. You're only someone who's on the path says, hey, I know I'm there, but hey, I'm on the path. What can you tell me? I want to be aware. I want some self-support. That's what you need. So let's do this. Let's get in there, because you're not broken, right? We know that you're on the path. You're walking the path. Mid-deck pull. Wow. Depth here. Loving this. Cancer energy, we're also getting into that, like, it could be Cancer, could be Chariot, moving, looking back, one last look, not showing yourself, not showing all of your feelings. Look at this, Soul Tribe energy. You know what it is, because you're going to take and leave the life lessons. That's what this is. Oh, you know what? Hold on, let me do this. Sanjan, I want to do something really good for you here. This is my jam right here. This is Cosmic's jam. I love this song. I don't know why. This is it. So this is you looking one last look back at the past, but you're covering your cup, saying, I'm not going to say anything. There's the depth here. One, like, even dipping your toe in the water. Water, nurture it deep. I love this. Emotional. but you're doing this logically for soul tribe support. This isn't just for you. A lot of soul tribes coming in. Look at this. Queen of Swords. Taking action. You're a protector. I love this energy. So, you are on the journey. That's unequivocal. There's no way to even deny that you're on the spiritual journey. So release the control. It's heavy, right? So when you have that control, it's just really, it looks like, I guess you could call it even heavy armor to disguise the safety. Go at it. Just everybody, no one else is doing what you're doing. So just do the same. Be protective. Yeah, look, I think you're worried. You're worried about what could happen. This scares you. It's 3 people here. I'm getting this feeling that there's more than one person. 2 possible tower moments. You're like, but I don't want to be tower momented. Yeah. Marriage. There definitely feels like a marriage because we have the solar output. I feel like there could be a marriage coming in. I think somebody could be left out in the cold even. Wow, because you're not saying something. What is going down here? You're doing this journey for a reason. Let's be fair, right? You're on this journey for a reason. This is it's friends, family, celebrations. We have this. It feels good, but you're not doing it. Life lesson. It's teaching you to be more honest. You're holding the keys. Taurus energy, Libra energy, and of course the Cancer energy. Water sign, depth. We have that. We have the exploration. We have something's hidden but not being discussed. Wow. 10 of Cups coming in with the depth. I love this 10 of Cups. It's really telling me that there's emotional depth here. I think we're looking for emotional depth. Maybe there's a partner who can match your emotional depth or bring in the emotional depth. Family, contentment, love, total love, support. It could be even that. Temperance energy, angelic. I think this is guided by the divine in the respect that we're meeting you halfway or someone's meeting you halfway. You want 50-50. It looks and feels good, but in the respect, I talked about this earlier, you see the sun and the moon. It's just more is hidden than it is revealed. That's what we're getting into in this respect. So you're looking for what's blocking you. It's just you letting go. Just you letting go. Look. It's a mirroring effect. You heal through truth, not perfection, and that's okay. You don't have to be perfect. To be fair, nothing's more attractive than the person who's not perfect. The too perfect person makes us worried. Like we go, what the hell? Like what's wrong? What are they hiding? You know, the perfect person is like, you know, like, oh, hi, and then walk away. The less perfect person, the one who doesn't take care of themselves, makes us question like reality, like at least like scares us. But once you release control and say, hey, I'm not, it could be silence here because we have this, because that silence is the urge to fix, and maybe you're just witnessing instead. Let's keep going here. Yeah, look. This is right now. I was talking about this earlier. This is that Scorpio energy. This is October 23rd to November 1st. This is now. You're realizing maybe I have to let go. It feels really bad. Maybe there's 2 cups still standing and you're just not sure what to do. Going into this moment of growth, self-growth. You're seeing yourself in this different mindset. Could be earth energy. You could be earth energy. But this earth energy could be growing, this building, finding, or becoming through this mindset. Capricorn energy here as well. It feels maybe like you bring in presence or joy, but this is really, it feels good to be you. This is not a bad thing because we have duality here. Most people say that it looks bad because of the devil, but no, we have temperance. We have an angel balancing you out. So it could be like enjoying life. Maybe you feel too bad enjoying life. Wow, look at that. Talk about duality. This is really falling in love with what you want to be. So when you're going on this journey, why are you there? You're holding back. You're not really embracing this journey. You got onto it. Maybe it felt too good or too wonderful. As I look in here, I look deeper in here. It's like your ancestors are proud. We notice that. You see that you're not allowing yourself to get into that feels. There's something hidden here behind the moon. But what we're getting here is the mind is unraveling what your heart already knows. It's like maybe your tears are baptizing this feeling of like you're not drowning in it, but you're not letting yourself feel that energy. You're saying, hey, I know how good I am. I know what I am. But maybe it's this moment of like, I'm afraid to let myself feel all the way. Yeah, Justice, Libra energy. Wow. Self-assured victory. This feels too good to be true. Almost like you're worried about what it's going to feel like. Because if you let that sun rise and you match it to full duality and you let yourself feel vulnerable, completely vulnerable, and open up to this, and I mean fully vulnerable, you see how they're all like exposed? It's going to feel amazing, but you're never coming back. Look at this card just fell. But see, you're blocking how you feel because you know a relationship will come out of this. A big relationship. It's after heartbreak. You almost were set into motion out of heartbreak, out of loss, out of disconnect, and that's what this is. And saying we're looking back at this relationship one last time, saying, look at how much progress you made. It's an investment. You put the time in, you put the energy in, you put all of this extra effort in. You did that. No one else did that. You did that. So can you give yourself some space and at least some credit for all the work you put in? Give some gratitude to you? Because those old versions of you are seeing you. And when we look in this, and you deserve that compassion, not criticism, you deserve to say, hey, look, I did this. Don't overprotect the heart. Let it breathe. Let it feel these feelings. Look, yeah. It's that Libra justice energy. I feel like there's Libra energy in here. It's almost like Libra is involved here somehow. You're working on it. You're going into it. There's work energy or Capricorn. Don't define yourself by whatever this pace is that you're setting, because that pace is sacred. Slow miracles will count too. Even the little things that don't seem like much. Like, hey, I know it sounds minor, but like, hey, the light's green as I'm running late to go to that thing to meet that friend. Accept it, because those little things, it's a soul saying, hey, I'm doing it because it matters. I know you're there. You're getting there. Yeah. It's those little wins that you're going into. You have to give yourself some credit. Wow. I just want to show you what I got when I just split the deck. And what's this popping out here? It's the long-term security. Every little win adds up to a big success. That's what I'm getting out of this. You are making this work. So Sandra, what do you when you ask yourself, can you do anything better? What are you doing worse? Like, that's what the universe is saying to you. It's saying, what do you consider worse that you're doing on this journey? It's a bold question that you're asking. I give you credit, but I keep looking at this, and what's kicking back in the mirror, what's kicking back in the lattice is saying, what are you doing? It's a humbling question, but can we be honest? You're asking a humbling question. Anyone asks a humbling question, we put them in the humble category. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you. You're doing this with putting the work in. Look, you know that this is life lesson, but you know you have to do some more work. But what that is saying is have more compassion towards yourself. If you miss a little this or that, you miss a ritual, it's okay. It's not failure. It's release that control. You're doing great. You got to hear from there. But this is going to be long-term success. It's long-term success. It takes every little victory. And I know it felt uncomfortable going from there to here. But you're doing this. This is not, you can't not do this. You have this. The reason you got into this is rebirth energy. This is success. Money's going to come in, but it's not going to be just that. It's going to be something bigger. You don't see the outcome because you have to believe that you are ready to receive. And you question, are you enough? And you are. You're absolutely enough. I definitely feel like December is a big part of this, or going into the end of November is a big part of this, because what you're trying to do is break free of those old chains of who you thought you were to who you are now. You've changed frequency. Think about how long you've been investing in this moment of, I spend all this time looking at me, putting myself under the spiritual mirror, the spiritual microscope. And you've mistaken exhaustion for failure. It's just feedback saying, nope, you're doing great. And now's the moment for you to just be a little patient with yourself, because you're unfolding. And now this new version of you is coming out. The new version's here. And now this is it. You have it. Like, you get there. You're on the path. No one says if you don't get 100 on every test of life, you fail. You're expected to fail some of the stuff. Right? Failure's not your option. It's learning from failure. So if you're exhausted, take a pause. Figure out what it means to be exhausted or what you do with exhaustion. Because accept yourself. I'm exhausted, so take a rest. If you were wounded, your leg was broken or hurt, would you go, my leg hurts, got to keep going, or would you take a pause? Because you're not pouring out that cup in the corner. You can't pour truth out of a closed cup. Whoa. All right, Sanjana, good job. Good job being you, really. I love that. So I guess the final thing I get here is from my guides to you is let softness be your rebellion. That's beautiful, right? All right, my friends, I appreciate you, and congratulations to Brenduska. Cheat, right, Brenduska? No, I'm kidding. They really won. That was fun having the raffle. I might be back later on tonight, so if you guys are around, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and as always, hit that notification bell. Set it to all. So I may be back on later on. I don't know. Maybe I'll try a Cosmic's Corner. Who knows? I might try it live. Who knows? But I'm definitely working on some new content. I appreciate you guys for being part of the channel. As always, be sure to hit that like button whenever you're watching any of the content. Leave me a comment on all the videos. Makes me feel like I'm so loved. All right, my friends, I appreciate you. I'll see you guys on the next one. As always, be safe. Peace, my friends.